Yeah, maybe.
Now we're starting. So let me pull it up on my.
Sorry for the preemptive start bid in the chat. That was an oopsie. Hello, everybody. Hello.
Let's see if I see us on the doodaddy here. Oh, I see us on my phone.
You see us on the bleep bleeps? The bleep bloops?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Hello, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
And it's finally showing the counter up there. Hello.
There we go.
It's already Thursday.
That it is.
It feels like second Monday to me today. I'm having the case of the Mondays on a Thursday. I'll just say that. So welcome, everybody. Glad that you have joined us this evening. Jason, how has your week been?
Busy. I decorated the windows. I didn't realize this week was Ash Wednesday and Fat Tuesday. I didn't realize that this is the official or unofficial, however you want to describe it, of the Easter season. And my windows had snowmen in it and things. And then I had to, so I needed to go do that. So I did all that. And then it gets cold again here. It gets freezing cold. So it's all springy and warm in the windows at Mother Tucker's, but it's cold here. And I didn't tell you before we went live, we are having very high winds here. So if there should be a situation.
We've had that the past couple days. So
yeah. I think we'll be good, but it's like 45 in gusts of 65 here. So that's awesome. That's good. Good times, guys.
People have been posting in the community Facebook pages for surrounding towns and stuff. For if anybody's missing a trampoline, it's on such and such street. Yeah, it was like that the past couple days here too. So I get it.
Yeah. Not a fan of it. You know what? It's been very windy this year. All over the country. It's just not normal. So whatever's going on with Mother Nature, she's got to be our friend and calm down a little bit, please.
Well, we do on Sunday. We spring forward. It's already daylight savings time.
Yep. So we lose an hour. That's even better.
I'm more of a fan of the fall one, where
we
get an extra hour of sleep instead of losing one. I'm more of a fan of fall, personally. But that's happening on Sunday. In case you weren't aware of that, you got to set your clocks ahead an hour on Sunday. So
fun.
Super fun. All right. The first person I see in the chat tonight is Miss Lisa Shields.
Hello, Lisa.
Hello, Lisa. Good to see you. Second goes to Mr. William. Hello, William.
Mr. Willie is officially in the house. Good to see you, sir.
And we have a new third place person this evening. It's Miss Audrey Patterson from Canada.
Hello, you Audrey. Go, Audrey.
Good to see you tonight. Kim has joined us tonight. Hi, Kim.
Good to see you.
Thank you for helping us out, as always. Cindy Lou is here. Hello.
Good to see you, Cindy.
Karen G.
Hi,
it's Karen Thursday night, and it's feeling right for Fantastic Finds. Hi, Karen. Karen is going to be our official bid ender this evening. Thank you so much, Karen, for always helping us out. Terry V is here. Hi, Terry. There is the man with all the music.
I'm sorry, I'm off cue. I'm not even queued up here, right? My man, it is Gavin, also known as Grady Grupo Vintage Recordings. Please give this man a follow. He's a hardworking content creator, you guys. He has a channel right here on YouTube. He plays music. It is on a vinyl record, so that has to be on a turntable. He drops all sorts of knowledge. So it's a real fun, it's as interactive. It's very interactive. It's as interactive as you can get with the tools that he has here on YouTube. So make sure you're subscribed. Show the Gillette your support, and it's also the same name here as it is over on the Instagram, or as the old folks say, the Instagram, or the young kids say the IG, or the gram if you're really cool. So make sure you're following him.
The lingo, Jason.
I don't know what
Instagram it is. To me,
that was all purely made up. So I just wanted to sound like I knew stuff. So good to see you, Gavin.
Hi, Gavin. Good to see you. Kim has joined us again. Hi, Kim. Thanks for being here. I'm going. Tracy. I don't know what almost came out of my mouth, but it wasn't Tracy, so I caught myself. I think I was going to say Trixie. I don't know what was going to come out. But Tracy is here. Hi, Tracy. Good to see you.
She might be all right with that.
Trixie?
Yeah, she might be all right with that.
Maybe. Okay.
Maybe.
There is Jason's mom. Hi, Linda.
Hello, Mom. Good to see you.
Sharon Spencer is here. Hello, Sharon. Hi, Sharon. And Dusty Moose is here. The moose is on the loose. Hello, Dusty. Good to see you. Critter Girl is here in the chat. Hello and welcome. Perla. Hi, Perla. Haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you tonight.
Good to see you, Perla.
And Mr. Blue himself, Mark, has joined us this
Mark.
evening. Hello, Mark.
Good to see you, sir.
Oh, Tina.
Hello,
I have
Tina.
some. So our community share this evening is going to be some pictures that Tina sent us. So stay tuned for that. Chris, my broom closet, is here.
Hi, Chris. Good to see you, friend.
Joe has joined us from California. Hello, Joe.
Good to see you, sir.
And Laura Circle 7 Farms is here.
Hello, Laura. Good to see you.
There is my mom, Mama Pam. Hello, Mama. You guys, we're in for a special treat this evening. I know a few of you have asked, like, can you bring some Mama Pam items to a live sale? So I have actually 2 handmade items from Mama Pam available during the sale this evening. I'm pretty excited to share that with you guys. Spark Joy in Life is here. Welcome. Melanie has joined us. Hi, Melanie. Look at all the emojis. That's a lot of emojis.
It's a party.
It's a party. It's an emoji
party.
Retro D is here. Hello. And Lori Baxter. Hello, Lori. I love all your cute puppy faces in your profile picture. I'm going. Miss Gutierrez is here. Hello, Debbie.
How are you, Debbie?
Trying to not do repeats. There's Miss Deborah Williams. Hello, Deborah. And Miss Catherine. Hi, Catherine. I sent in. Oh, you did, Catherine. Yes. I have a few. I got a few more over the weekend, so I've got a few more to work through. So if you guys are getting your Easter out, maybe you have St. Patrick's Day display, we would love to see it. If you want to email us your pictures, please do so. Miss Janet Green is here. Hi, Janet. And Trina.
Hello, welcome, Trina.
Happy you're here with us tonight as well. Diane Maury. Good evening. 50-mile-an-hour winds in Iowa. Yeah.
It's nasty, guys. Just ridiculous. Turn them fans off.
All right. Who else am I seeing? I'm scrolling. Sandy Bowman is here. Hello, Sandy.
And I think Tracy was all right with Trixie. She said she laughed.
It could be your nickname, Tracy. Okay. Who else am I seeing? You guys are just chatting amongst yourselves, and that's totally fine. Erin is here. Hello, Erin. Blueberry Barn. And I think I got everybody. If I missed anybody, I apologize for that. Kathy just popped in there at the bottom. Hi, Kathy. Good to see you. Okay, so we're going to get into the nuts and berries of the sale briefly. I know most of you have heard this lots and lots of times, but in case we have anybody new in the Lurkers Lounge that maybe wants to hop in the chat this evening, we'll briefly go over that. I don't know what the snacks and the beverage are in the Lurkers Lounge this evening. Usually Kim finds that out, so stay tuned for that. All right, so we will be doing auction style this evening. So you want to make sure you're in live chat, all messages, and not top chat. If you're in top chat, it might filter out some of the comments for you. So make sure you're in live chat, all messages. Check that periodically throughout the sale. Also, if you do plan to bid on anything tonight, we do recommend that you do so on a mobile device. So a tablet or a phone are going to be a little bit faster options for you versus the computer. And because we always have a lag here on YouTube, we do recommend that you refresh as often as possible. So you can either exit out of YouTube completely, or you can do a gear wheel icon refresh. So up above Jason's head in the upper right-hand corner on those mobile devices, you can find a gear wheel icon. If you tap that, you can find playback speed and hit 2 times. And if you're lagging behind, we're going to sound funny until you are caught up to us live again. So we recommend doing that as often as possible. All right. Especially if you plan to bid on anything, do that refresh right before you put in your first bid. Okay. So we'll give you a starting price. I'll pin it up here on the screen, and we will describe the item to you. We'll give you any kind of notes or any kind of history that we might know about the item, and if it has any issues. We do our best to show any kind of issues to you live while we're here on the screen, so you can make an informed decision if you want to bid on it or not. All right, we will do a 20-second countdown. Hopefully that is enough time for you to get those bids in there, but bid early. is what we recommend, so you don't get caught up in the lag. So 20 seconds will go by. The highest bid that we see come into the chat before the official bid end of the lovely Karen G, all right, will be the winner. We're also doing the just in cases here on the channel. So if you don't know what just in case is, we'll briefly explain it to you. If you don't want to use it just in case, you don't have to, but it is available for those that do want to use it as long as you're an active bidder. All right. So the just in case is the max amount that you're willing to pay for the item with the letters JIC. As long as you're an active bidder, you've put in at least one straight bid on the current item that we're showing, you're welcome to utilize the just in case during the countdown only. If your just in case bid comes in before the bid end, the highest just in case will be the winner, and we'll bid you up $1 over the next highest amount. But do keep in mind, if there are more than one just in case bid put into the chat, those do turn into regular bids. Okay. And very important right now, our emails are up here on the screen. So you're welcome to take a screenshot if you need to come back to that. You can find it down in the description of the video. I've also pinned it into a comment at the top of the chat. And my lovely mods do put it into the chat throughout the sale as well. So pretty easy to find that information. But this is especially important if you're a brand new buyer to either Jason or I. We do need some information from you if you win an item tonight. Unfortunately, if you guys don't email us, we can't find you. We can't search for your screen name and find you on YouTube. So you have to email us your information. So what we need from you is an email. You can send Jason and I a joint email if that's easiest for you. We don't mind that. Just make sure to include your YouTube screen name, your real name, your full shipping address, and an email that we can send your invoice to. Jason and I only do our invoicing in PayPal, but if you don't have PayPal, that's okay. You can still shop with us. Just let us know when you send that email information that you'd like to check out as a guest. We can send you a direct link to your invoice when we send them out. You can check out as a guest with any debit, credit, Venmo, Apple Pay, or PayPal. All right. And do keep in mind that when we send our invoices out, payment is due within 24 to 48 hours of receiving that invoice. And shipping is not included in the winning bid price. That is additional. And we do use Pirate Ship to get the discounted rates for shipping versus the full-on retail that you would pay directly at the post office. So you guys pay for shipping whatever we pay in Pirate Ship. So we pass that savings on to you. So why we need your full shipping address, that is how we calculate your shipping. And shipping is based on the size and weight of your package and from your zip code to our zip code. Hopefully that makes sense. We do have shipping available to the US, Canada, and Australia. We do have discounted rates for Canada and Australia as well. And I will let Jason talk about that last point, and then we will talk about when we're doing our invoicing.
If you purchase from me tonight, you can pick the item up at my brick and mortar. I own a shop called Mother Tucker's Antiques. We're located in Ephrata, Pennsylvania. We are part of Adamstown, Pennsylvania, Antiques Capital USA. So if you guys want to not pay shipping and pick it up directly at the shop, just send us an email letting us know that. We'll just invoice you for the item. And then once it is paid, we'll communicate in the emails on when and how you want to pick it up at the shop. And remember, gang, that's just for me. Me and Amy, are in two different parts of the country. So if you buy from me and you want to pick it up at the shop, we'd gladly oblige that. It's one less thing I have to pack. So, and you can come and get it and save that extra money so you can buy some more vintage, maybe when you come visit the shop. It's all part of my big scheme.
Get you in the door.
Oh my gosh.
No, but seriously, you guys should go to Mother Tucker's.
Please.
I mean, I've only been there one time, and I'm sad that I don't get to go more often.
Well, we're gearing up for the big extrav. Right now is the time where the dealers start, buying and stocking up. So by the end of April, we are good to go. So it's always a good time, but now's an even better time if you can make it in the area. And Amy, I know we have a few more announcements, but we missed Gertie. Hello, Gertie. It's good to see you, friend. I
saw she popped in the chat right as I was starting to talk about the sale. So welcome, Gertie. Good to see you tonight. And stick around after the sale, as always, for our community share. Tina has sent us in not Jason's Tina, the
No.
other Tina from
Yes.
Iowa has sent us in some pictures to share. So if anybody wants to email us any kind of photos you want to share with us, if you want to be part of the show, just make sure you include a brief description with your photos so we know how to talk about them. I'll pop our email up there, ShareMyFindsLive@gmail.com. You can always email us one photo, multiple photos. Just make sure to include, and if you want us to mention your name or not. All right, that's also important. All right, Jason's going to talk about something he has going on this week. I'm going to talk about something, but first we're going to talk about when we're doing our invoicing.
Yes. I got us off track. I was afraid I did.
I'm going to be doing all of my invoicing tomorrow. I do ship from Michigan, so I will email everybody when your invoice is out there sometime tomorrow.
I ship out of Pennsylvania, so of course keep that in mind. You know, Amy's in Michigan, I'm in Pennsylvania. I will be doing all of my invoicing on Saturday. I package everything up and then I give it and turn it over to Tina and she sends out your invoices. She's working, so it'll be a little late on Saturday. But if you don't get something from us by Sunday morning, please reach out. So if you purchase here tonight and if you come over to Instagram tomorrow night, the Valentinos, we're having our big spring Easter sale that starts at 8 p.m. Eastern over on Instagram. So if you purchase here tonight, I will be able to combine that with tomorrow night's purchases if you purchase something there. And then you'll get one invoice in one box as long as I can combine everything safely, because we don't want the vintage to get broke. That's a big no-no. So that's it for me, Miss Amy.
All right. The only thing that I wanted to mention this week that's coming up next Wednesday. Next Wednesday, I am going to be a guest over on Fatbird Finds channel with Jamie of Mid-Century Wasted and Misty, Thrifter, Junker, Vintage Hunter. So that sale will be on Fatbird Finds channel, and we're starting at 6:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 Central. Okay, so that's a little earlier in the evening, but that will be coming next Wednesday. So I'm not sure what I'm bringing to that sale yet. I have a little pile started, so I'm not sure what theme we're going with next Wednesday, but that's going to be super fun. I think that's all of our housekeeping, except for a reminder to Mr. William to be nice to Dusty.
Wow. And Amy, we actually have some we have some somebody with some tender when it comes to live sales. The one, the only Cheryl is saying hello. She's in our
Hi,
chat.
Cheryl.
So,
yes, I
Cheryl,
just saw her pop into the chat.
I feel so warm and fuzzy when she's in the chat. It takes me back like 3 years to the first sale I ever did. So
if you're over on the gram, as Jason would say, if you're not following Cheryl, who is Treasures by the Sea, she has been posting some pretty epic stuff in her feed for quick claims. So go check that out.
She's
go
got
follow
the good
Cheryl
stuff, y'all. She's got the good stuff.
She's got the goods. All right. And Laura popped in there. Hi, Laura.
Hello, Laura.
See you tonight. And there's Gertie. Hi, Gertie. Sorry.
Hi, Gertie.
Sorry, I missed you. Okay. And Shannon, Miss Shannon. All right. I think we got everybody. Are you ready to go?
I can't go first. I'll jinx us. Hello, Tippy Winks.
William.
Hello, Sandra D.
I will.
Please.
Okay. All right.
Because if I go first, it'll ruin everything.
So. Welcome, everybody. All right. So I guess I will get the screen set up, and Jason's going to make me go first. And Stacy's here, too. Hi, Stacy. Hello, hello.
It's an old reunion.
Okay. I'm going to start with a choice tonight. Jason and I don't think we have like specific things. We have like a really eclectic mix of stuff tonight. I have kitsch all the way to Victorian. I have like a really large mixture of things tonight, but we're going to start with some hankies this evening, and they're special hankies. I don't see these terribly often, but I have 4 to bring you tonight. I actually got them from the same lady. So I have 4, and these are all round hankies, which I don't see. And usually I talk about these pretty floral hankies or the children's hankies that you could use them as doilies. And these are all just absolutely gorgeous. So I'm going to show you each one of them and tell you the size and what they're going to be called as far as claiming goes. All right. So this is the first one, and I'm calling this one Pink. And it has all of the brightly colored pink irises that go around, and it has more of that kind of lacy edge. This is the largest one out of the bunch. This one is 16 inches in diameter. The round hankies, I don't know, for whatever reason, I just don't see them very often. I'm not sure why, but I just thought these were perfect for springtime, perfect to tuck into something or drape over the edge of a shelf, or use on the top of a table for a doily. So that's the first one, which is pink. All right.
Is that an iris flower? Is that an iris on
or
that?
maybe it's an orchid.
Or is
I
it
don't know.
I don't know.
This is when Bill would be useful. I'm not sure if that's an orchid or an iris, but I thought it was an iris. I could be wrong. So these are all in nice shape. Really no holes or anything like that. This one I'm calling blue. All right. So it's got bright blue pansies, I believe.
Yes.
And this pretty pink ribbon that kind of runs throughout the edging of that one. This one is 12.5 inches in diameter. This one is blue. All right, Karen's saying it's an orchid. All right, well, now we'll look at this one and you guys tell me. Because I don't know. Is it an iris, an orchid, or a purple daffodil?
Oh, Lord, you had to throw a third one in there.
I know, right? This one I'm calling purple, and this one is 13 inches in diameter, all really brightly colored as well. I like the tiny little details in this one, especially. Miss Patty Rose, I gotcha. Thank you so much. And then the last one is what I'm calling teal. All right. And this one, it's definitely getting a little washed out on screen, but it's turquoise and pink. Looks like little tulips. I'm not sure what the pink flowers are. And then the little ribbon detail in the center. Okay, so both Patty and Catherine are in at 10. Shannon just popped in there with a 12. Erin's in at 11. So is Lisa, but Shannon's got the high bid right now at 12. All right, so as far as claiming goes, the winner can take one or multiples. All right, but we're going to claim by color. So this one was teal at 12.5 inches. I'll show you one more time and then I'll count it down. This one was purple at 13 inches. This one is blue at 12.5 inches. And then the last one is the biggest one. The pink mystery flower is 16 inches. That would just be pretty to frame, I think, if you found a square frame. I think that would be pretty. All right, so Lisa's back in at 13. So we are looking for 14 or more on choice. I'm going to count it down now. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end.
I wonder why they didn't make a lot of the round ones. If they were more...
I'm not sure. I just don't see them very often.
I don't either.
All right. There's the flowery bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. All right. So at the end there, Shannon had a just in case of 15, but Patty had a just in case of 22. So Patty, let me know for 16, which one or ones you're interested in. Again, we had pink for this one, blue for this one, then purple, and teal.
Now we'll see how bad the lag is tonight.
Well, it hasn't gotten any better. I know Ariana's sale on Tuesday was very laggy. Pink and blue. All right. So Patty is taking those two. You got it. Thank you so much. Shannon, let me know if teal or purple was anything that you were interested in. And behind Shannon would be Lisa at 13 and then Erin at 11. And then we'll go back to Catherine.
Shannon says she passes. She wanted the pink one.
Okay, you got it. All right. Yes, Ariana's sale was very bad on Tuesday as far as the lag goes. Okay, so Shannon passed. So Lisa, let me know if teal or purple were any ones that you were interested in. Lisa wants the teal one. You got it. That one is Lisa's. Thank you so much. And one more, and I can watch the chat, and I'll get Jason started. So it looks like Aaron and Catherine. Aaron and Catherine. Catherine wanted the teal one. All right, Aaron, if you want the purple one, let me know. And I think that was everybody.
Yes.
Yes.
Because
Okay.
Patty Rose was your first one.
I'm passing. No worries. I will bring that one back for the recap, and I'll get Jason started. Thank you all so much.
$12, Amy. $12. And I'm going to start with a kitschy little kitty cat. Usually when you find these little rhinestoned figurines, they're usually attributed to California pottery or Rose Lane.
Listen,
matchy. Well, what was crazy was I had half my stuff pulled before you even put your reel out. And I said to Teen, I said, I can't believe that Amy and I both have the same style thing. But where mine's a little different is mine is actually made by Napco.
So is mine.
Get out of here. I thought for sure.
It is.
I thought for sure yours was a Rose Lane. So these pair well with them. Truth be told, and I'm just going to go out on a limb and make this up, but I do really believe it, that I believe that these were still probably made by California Pottery in Rose Lane. And then I think Napco probably purchased.
I had never seen one with a Napco sticker until the one I found. It was wild.
Neither had I. So I suspect the Napco purchased that probably from them and then put their own sticker on it. A lot of these ceramic companies would subcontract or have duplicate style things. So little kitty cats in really good condition. You can see how the rhinestone eyes glisten, and they're nice big eyes too. She has a airbrushed pink bow, and then she has some blue airbrushing on her throughout her body. So she is made of bisque, but I sort of like it. I like bisque. Sometimes I don't like the feel of it, but I really like it on an animal because it makes it look like it has fur or it's flocked, especially the way this one is painted. So when you look at it, it kind of looks like it's flocked, but it is a little teeny tiny bisque ceramic kitty cat. And it measures 3 inches tall by about 3 inches wide. No chips or cracks. You can see the light is washing it out, but when it's a little dimmer in your room, you'll see there's some blue airbrushing there. There you go. Now you can see it. So there's a blue hue throughout the whole body. There are some pink hues throughout the whole body. And then it has this great Siamese kind of tan to it because that's the way the pottery is. And it has some darker browns and blacks that are mixed in. So, and again, there is the base with the Napco sticker on it. Again, super cute. If you guys collect the Rose Lane or the California pottery style ones, this little nugget's going to look cute with it. If you're a kitty cat lover, you're going to love it. Or if you love some real kitschy things with the rhinestones, and the big, big, big blue eyes are really cute. So let's go ahead and do a countdown on this. We got Wanda in at 13. So Catherine had a bid in at 12. So we're looking for 14 or more. Let's go ahead and do a countdown, and we're doing just in case if you are an active bidder. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Looking for 14 or more. The bid end from Karen G. On the Napco mid-century kitschy little rhinestone kitty cat. I just love it. I'll tell you, this one was a hard one because I really struggled with it because this is up our alley. So, Nicole, I'm so sorry. Your 14 came in after the bid end, but with Catherine's just in case of 21, that goes over top of Wanda. So, Catherine, you get it for $22. Thank you so much and congratulations. Meow, meow.
Meow. That is wild. Sometimes we talk about like, oh, what are you going to bring to the sale? But we didn't chat at all this week, so that's really funny that we both had those. Okay, I am going to start my next item at 16. These were something I have not done this video yet. That Mama Pam and I went to a doll show a couple weekends ago. This was something that I picked up at the doll show. So we'll start with the cute little box. The little box that has a little dolly print all over it. All right, so we've got print on all the sides, and then it's very faintly stamped made in Japan down here at the bottom. And inside the box are some colorful little frozen Charlotte dolls. I love how bright painted they are. Usually the colors for these are a lot more muted than these, but it's like some neon pink. So the first one here is the little girl here, and it looks like she is carrying a little puppy dog, a little red polka dot puppy dog. That's what it looks like to me. Green pants, brown shoes, red little hair scarf there. She does have little blonde hair peeking out, and you can see it's stamped Japan here on the back. Hello, Stacy. Okay. So a little bit of paint wear, not terrible. I have seen them much worse than that. And then the little boy doll, or I think it's supposed to be a boy. I'm not sure. That one, well, maybe it's holding on to a dolly. So I'm not sure. Maybe it's just a pair of besties in the box. I'm not sure. Same kind of brightly colored paint, a little bit of paint wear on the back of the hat. On this one, also stamped Japan. No chipping or repairs on either one of these, but they're just darn cute. I love how brightly colored they are. Measurement for them, they are about 3 3/4 inches tall for the both of them, and then the box is around 4 inches. Okay, so the fact that they have their little box, you know, of course, makes my heart happy when there's a little original box. But that's kind of a little added bonus, you know, whenever it comes with a box, and you can use it as a riser or something else. But I love the little pattern that's on there too. So Stacy is in at 16. So we're looking for 17 or more. And I am going to count it down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
Great for Easter. Those are great colors.
And we're going to another doll show on Sunday. All right. There's a bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. All right. So it looks like Gail had a 17, but Stacy snuck a 20 in there right before Karen's bid end. So Stacy, they're coming to you. Thank you so much.
All right, Amy, $8 choice. And I'm going to get my jewelry out of the way. I haven't had jewelry for a while. But I found these, and I thought these were great. I have some little peeps. They'll be coming closer to Easter. But these are Sarah Coventry. I think the peeps are signed. These I'm looking, unless it's signed very small. I can't find a signature, but these are definitely Sarah Coventry. You can find them online to verify that they are. So $8 choice. They're these fun little scatter pins or lapel pins. And they're like little jelly bellies. So I thought these would be great with the Easter season coming up. You could pop, you know, you could buy 1 or 2 of these and pop this on your lapel or on your hat or use it in a display. They're teeny tiny. This one is the one with the green jelly belly. All 3 have pink rhinestone eyes. There you go. Now you can see that the eyes are little pink rhinestones. They're super cute. They kind of look like little jelly beans, especially heading into the Easter season. And they're about 3/4 inch. So it'll be $8 choice. I do believe that this is like a synthetic stone in here. I don't believe that it's glass or real anything. So there'll be $8 choice. This will be your first one. And it is a little kitty cat. You can see the whiskers and the ears. There's no scuffing or issues to the gold. The gold's very vibrant. So this will be your green one, almost emerald green. And then I have one that is in blue. Same exact sculpt with the pink rhinestone eyes. So there you can see. And in the light, it really catches it. It's almost see-through, the jelly belly there. So these would be fun as scatter pins. And I'll show you why in a moment, because I have a red one right here. Same little kitty cat, same face. They all have the pink rhinestone eyes. But if you wore the 2 of these together, you could wear them at Christmas time. So you could wear the red and the green at Christmas time. You could get the blue one and the red one. You could wear them in the summertime to be very patriotic. So I just think they're really neat and they're different. And I have other ones, like I said, they're little peeps. They'll be coming a little closer to Easter. So I see you, Robin. Thank you so much for your 8. So we're looking for 9 or more. The little push comes off the back just like a little stick pin almost, kind of like a little lapel pin. And it pops right on. So you can use them as a tie tack if you want to as well. So there's no, or put it on a hat, or put it on a pillow, or tons of different places. So I see you, Patty, at 9. Wanda's in at 10. So we'll just call them by color. It'll be, when you claim, it'll be green, blue, or red. So let's go ahead and do a countdown. We're looking for 11 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I do believe these are from the 60s or the 70s. That's what the research told me. And the little peeps are just as good as these. So they'll be coming in a sale or two here. But I wanted to offer the kitty cats because I had some fun cat stuff tonight. So we see you, Wanda, at 10. Patty had a just in case of 15. So for 11, Patty, congrats. You get first choice. Let me know which color or colors. We have the blue, we have the red, and we have a green. You can take 1, 2, or 3. All right, you got the blue one. So the blue one is yours, Patty. So Wanda at 10, did you want the red one or the green one? So you can take the red or the green. They both remain, and they all have pink eyes, and all the rhinestones are accounted for. And then after that, it'll go back up to Robin at 8. So we'll just wait a moment for Wanda here. Let me know, did you want, they make good Christmas ones. All right, they're both yours, Wanda. Thank you so much. And Robin, thank you for the bids as well. Congrats, ladies.
Right. I know both Jason and I are channeling springtime.
Yes, bring it.
So much so. Okay.
My bulbs are pushing.
I have a choice for my next round, and these are Easter. These are antique Easter postcards, and they're special because they're pixies. All right. I got these in Iowa when Mama Pam and I were out there at the end of January. So I have 2 to choose from tonight. I have 2 other ones, but I will probably bring those to another sale. But they are all from the same collection. So I'll show you the first one. All right. So this is going to start at 14 for choice. And you can see we've got a big old, I believe is a lily in the center.
Even that flower.
An Easter lily in the center of that one. And then we have all the little pixies that are surrounding the flowers. And this one has a teeny little paint bucket and a little paintbrush. And this one does here. Looks like they're painting the flowers, which is really cute. And it says a happy Easter down here at the bottom. MJ, I see you. Thank you so much. Thanks for being here, MJ. And I got a little German here on the back for you. It says Freie Ostern, which means happy Easter in German, right there. This one does not have a postmark on it. All right. They're both Whitney made postcards, and there's a little bit of gold inking. Hopefully you can see that there, and there is embossed for the flower. So that's choice number 1. And choice number 2 does not have a postmark, but it is dated 1917 on the back. All right, it's dated right here, April 25th, 1917, with the inscription there on the back. But this one on the front, from the same series, Easter Joy, a love of a bonnet with a gay flower on it. You can see the little pixies are helping. I don't know how helpful they're being, helping her get her little Easter bonnet on. And I love the little flowers that are around the edging for that one. So Dusty, I see it as well. Thank you so much. So those are the 2 choices tonight for the, both of these are vertical. I think the other 2 I have are horizontal, and that's why I decided to only bring 2 tonight. So we're going to count them down. I believe both of them are early 1900s postcards, super cute. We're going to count them down. We're looking for 17 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
Gosh, these are so good. You could definitely leave them out all year long.
All right. I'm waiting for Karen's bid to end, and there it is. Thank you so much, Karen. All right, some just in cases there at the end. MJ had a just in case of 20. Aaron had a just in case of 22, but Dusty had a just in case of 25. So Dusty for 23. We're going to call this one Lily, and we're going to call this one Girl for claiming purposes. And Aaron, you get second choice if Dusty doesn't take both. All right, Dusty is going to take the Lily. All right, that one is yours. Thank you so much. So the Girl is available for Aaron or MJ, and I can just watch the chat. Thank you, ladies, so much.
All right, Amy, $28, and I hope we have some Disney lovers in the house. You're going to get the whole lot, and I'm calling it a lot because there might be a few small pieces that aren't accounted for. This is a paper doll set of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. The important things are here, okay? So we have a Snow White, and we do have all seven dwarfs. I do believe that we have all seven of their outfits. They apparently, in 1938, Whitman got approval to put this out from Disney. If you can find them in the book, my God, you'll need a mortgage to buy it. But these have been taken out of the book, and I believe we have almost everything because I did find a version of the book. So I think we have almost everything. One or two things have a small tear, but all the important characters are here. I think also there's a different version of Snow White that's in the book that's missing, but all the dresses will fit her. So she does have a small condition issue. Someone had to tape her arm back on. So for $28, you're going to get everything I'm going to show you here. It is the paper doll set, and I do believe it's the 1938 version. So $28, you'll get Snow White. Now I have all seven dwarfs accounted for. They are in their underwear. They're in their underwear. So they have clothing for them to wear. So they're in their underoos. So there's one dwarf. Here is the second dwarf. And again, I did some extensive research. That is the right color for it to be the original ones. So this is like a thicker cardboard almost that you would have perforated out of the book. So I got Grumpy right here. So again, these would be fun to put in a flower frog. They do have clothing, so I'll quickly move through all of it. I just want to take a moment to verify. And if you guys want to Google to see, I'm sorry, Catherine, I know you are a Disney lover. And I think you said one time you worked at Disney for a while, worked for them. They're all in very good condition. So you're going to get the seven dwarfs and Snow White. The only other condition issue is the previous owner wrote in pencil on the outfits which outfit goes with what. And I kind of like that they did that. So you'll see in a minute. So we got two more dwarfs to show you. And again, the graphics on these are really good. $28. These are old. These are from 1938. These are the Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs paper dolls. I actually think the book is on eBay. I think they're asking $750 on eBay for the book that they're not taken out of. So I'll get to the clothing in a minute. We have some of the smaller things here. So we have the apple, of course, which plays a very important role in this. I dropped the kitty cat. So we have a baby Sandy sand pail. Okay, so this all came together. Robin, I see you're 28. I can't highlight you. I don't know if Amy's here. So where'd you go, Amy? There is Fluff. So there's Fluff. And then here is one of the, and I have some of their tools too. So we'll get to that. So I think this is a little lantern. So here are some of the clothing. So here, most of the tabs are here. And they did write the individual, whichever dwarf's name on it. Again, I'm happy they did. That way we know what it goes with. So some of them have their attire with the beard, so you can sort of see. So we'll move really fast through this. Again, there might be a few pieces missing, and there might be some slight deterioration to it. But overall, I would say we're in at least the 90 or 80% in really good condition. So here are their outfits. So, for example, I'm probably going to grab the wrong dwarf, but there. You can kind of imagine that's how they're going to look when you dress them up. And they do have some of their tools. So we'll go really fast here and show you guys so you know what you're getting. See, again, now they have their axes and their tools. And again, pardon me, some of the paper, parts that you would turn over might be missing. This one is the worst condition. I want to be very careful with it. This is hanging on by a thread. Nope, just came off. So that's your worst situation right there. That might need a little tape. Other than that, you could play with this and you could start using it in your displays. So here we got almost everybody's outfits. So we're in at 28. We're looking for 29 or more. Here's that. Bear with me here, guys. We're almost done. We'll get to her outfits here next. But here is another one of the little dwarfs. So you got that. Now, I think the witch is missing, but I have her broom. But I think she's missing, and I think that's it. But I have a lot of the pieces that some of the folks said were hard to find. So I have the squirrel. I have one of the little hats. I have the bird. So if you could find some other pieces, I have a whole bunch of the little accordion. Here's the bird. I have more tools for the dwarfs. So let me show you here. I'm just going to hold them up so you can see I have a whole bunch of the little tools right here. Okay. And then we have the little bun. So I'm going to lay those there. So I want to show you we have her outfits. So we have a bunch of outfits for Snow White. So we're looking for 29 or more. Again, look at that with the deer. Like that's her in the forest. Like this is so fun and so good from 1938, you guys. So I want to be careful here. That kind of stuck together. So if you have her, you're just going to take her there and you're going to slide her right in there just like that. So that's how she's going to look. So you can play Snow White in the 3D. There's another one of the dresses. And maybe some of these belong to her sisters. I don't know. I did my best to account and looked at a couple, different places online where people had the book and had parts to it. And I think I have almost 90% of all the parts. I might be missing a person or two like the witch, but everything else is accounted for. So we'll do a countdown on it. We're at 28 with Robin. We're looking for 29 or more. This was made by Whitman, and it was part of the licensing from Disney, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. So we'll count it down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I love this space.
Dopey.
Look at my ears. Look at my ears, Amy. So I see Aaron in at 32. Thank you so much. We see Robin's just in case. Don't forget the just in case gang if you're an active bidder. Hi, Amy. I like to drink Mountain Dew, Amy. I like Mountain Dew.
I don't think they had Mountain Dew back then.
Oh, my God. Okay.
Maybe something else in the mountains, but it wasn't Mountain Dew.
I don't like him, Amy. So it looks like for 33, congratulations, Robin. It's coming to you. And Aaron, sorry, your just in case came in after the bid end, but thank you for the bids, friends. So, Robin, it's yours for 33. Thank you so much. We'll get it all packed up for you.
Well, I was gone for a moment because somebody was scratching at the door. And look at him, just snoozing away back there, which is, I like a snoozing Parmesan. That's why I was gone, because I had to make sure he was settled before I left him in here, because he wanted to play with the curtain before the sale started tonight. So,
gotcha.
All right. If you guys haven't done the gear wheel icon, do that refresh so you're not lagging behind. All right. Just a reminder about that. Okay. My next round is Handmade Mama Pam alert. Okay. So this is going to be a choice. And Mama Pam, I'm going to talk these up a little bit because back when I was a child, Mama Pam was making these. So I started out coming to Mama Pam's craft shows as a child. And then I started crafting on my own, but she has been making these, I don't know, since the 90s, a very long time she has been making these. All right. So I have two of Mama Pam's handmade sewing basket arrangements. Everything that you're seeing is adhered to the basket. All right. So it's not meant to come out. So she would search high and low for these wall baskets, which aren't easy to find. And then she was always inspired by the antique postcards. So she would find the postcard and then kind of match all the things inside of it to kind of coordinate with the postcard. So this is the first one. I'm calling this one rectangle because they're two different shaped baskets. And this one measures 10 by 9. 10 by 9. All right. So it's completely flat. on the back, all right, meant to hang on the wall. And that postcard says kindest regards. And I love the little blue flowers that are out here. So she's kind of pulled out the yellows, the blues, some of the other colors that are in this little cottage scene in the back. The real scissors are in here, and the little buttons and the lace. So that is choice number one, made by Mama Pam, not by me. She does a great job at this kind of thing. And then the second choice is round. I'm calling this one round because the basket is round. All right. And this one, it's a little bit different look. All right. Again, flat on the back. So easy to hang on the wall. This one has to greet you with the antique postcard with all a bunch of pink pansies in there poking out the back. So she's popped some red spools of thread and things in this one, and some buttons to coordinate, and some scissors there on this one. And it does have like a little notch on the back of this one where you can easily hang it on the wall. But she created these. We used to do all the craft shows she used to do were like after Thanksgiving time frame, like later November, or when she used to do these. So I wanted to dig up some old craft show pictures. Maybe I'll do that for a Fantastic Finds if I can find them. I didn't have time to go through all my photographs, but I will dig up some some good vintage Mama Pam craft show pictures and show you. And there might be some of me like as a child in there too. So that would be fun. So I see Aaron's in. Thank you so very much. So this one was the round, and it measures 9 by 9.5, and I'll put them side by side so you can see. And rectangle was 10 by 9. Okay, so that's the size difference, just a little bit different colorways. Would make a great gift for somebody if you have a sewing lover in your life. So I'm going to count it down. Aaron's in at 25, so we're looking for 26 or more on choice. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end.
You know, Amy, I'm sure throughout the years when your mom did shows, people tried to duplicate these, but nobody can duplicate the amount of heart and hard work your mom puts into these.
She did. She had some copycats.
I'm sure.
I will say that.
I'm sure.
All right. There is the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. All right, Aaron, let me know if you want round or rectangle, which one you had your eye on, and I can just watch the chat. All right. And if Aaron does not take both of them, whatever is left, I will bring it back for the recap. Thank you so much. All right. Aaron's taking the rectangle. All right. So I'll bring the round one back for the recap. Thank you.
$16, Amy. I'm just going to be honest out the gate. I don't know how you're going to display these unless you have egg cups, and you might have extensive egg cups, but these were so neat. I bought a couple of these nesting, stacking little sets a little while ago. I forgot I had the Humpty Dumpty one. So there's no real feet on them. But what I would do is with Easter coming, I would put all of them in an Easter basket and kind of stage the whole little scene. Because we not only have Humpty Dumpty, but we have all of his king's men. And they're really doggone fun. So it does have its original sticker on the bottom. It says authentic models. It does say it's made in China. But I do believe these are more 90s or early 2000s. So for your 16, you're going to get the little Russian style, the little lacquered nesting set. So these are really tight. So let me take him apart here. There you go. So there he is apart. It is the turned wood. So this is little Humpty Dumpty, and he's a real interesting looking cat. Like, he definitely has that old world, I'm Humpty Dumpty kind of guy. And you could peel that off if you want to. So he is the largest one at 3.5 inches tall. So I could get him to wobble a little bit and kind of stand up, but you're going to need to put the whole set into little egg cups. Or I was thinking with Easter coming, how fun would these be if you had a small Easter basket and sat them in the Easter grass? So $16, you're going to get the whole set. It's a 5-piece nesting set. So this is your first one. There's no damage to any of them. So that one is Humpty. I kind of feel like he's he's either giving you that you're number one, or I don't know what he's doing there with his hand. So there you get Humpty. Then you're also going to get one of the king's men. So he is one of the knights that is going to save Humpty. He's riding a horse. So he's wearing his outfit. Again, they're all in very good condition, but they are contemporary. They are not made in Russia. It's when that big resurgence hit with these in the 90s and 2000s that they were making them in China. So I'm just going down the order to get to the smallest one. So here's another one of the knights that are going to try to put Humpty back together. And again, you're going to want to sit these in little egg cups, or I think they would look really good in an Easter basket. Maybe if you guys have maybe a little shelf on the wall, they do want to stand. You can kind of tell when they turned the wood on these, they weighted them a little bit. So they kind of want to always lean backwards. So if you can lean them against something, you have a good chance of them staying up. But I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't think about it till I did my reel. And I was like, Lord in heaven, how am I going to get these guys to stand up? So, and then this is the smallest one. So thank you, Dusty. I see you're 16. So we're looking for 17 or more. And this is the tiniest little guy. And again, it is a set of 5. So 17 we're looking for. There's the little small. So they're all the king's men that are coming to put Humpty back together. They all kind of look very old world, very whimsical, very novel. You know, you could almost envision this when you're reading, you know, the nursery rhyme. They have almost a very old kind of look to them. So I think they would look great with, you know, kitsch, of course, but I think they would also look good with your Victorian and your turn of the century kind of stuff. So let's show you Humpty here one more time. Again, I think
Gavin says that like putty stuff.
Yeah, that's a good idea too.
If you didn't want to, you know, wobble over.
Right. I mean, I'm just putting it out there because I don't want someone to get this and be excited to display it. And they're like, Jason sold me something that won't stand up. Well, the company didn't do a good job. Well, they're all supposed to be eggs. So I guess that's part of it. But in the research I did, there was none of them that came with anything. So let's go ahead and do a countdown. We only got Dusty in, so let's keep it moving. We're looking for 17 or more. Thank you, Dusty, for the bid. 17 or more, counting it down from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. And a lot of these ones made in China.
That's a good idea too, Kim.
That's a great idea, Kim. See, you guys are so creative. I would never have thought it. That would look really good too. So I see a Twisted Kitty. Thank you so much for the bid, but Dusty used her just in case. So for 18, Dusty, congratulations are coming to you. Thank you guys so much.
It takes a community for the live
sale. It does.
The live sale.
It does.
To get all the ideas. Yes. I would never think of that either, Kim. Mm-hmm. Okay. We're going to Kitschtown next for my next round. First, I've got to get these over here. I have some shakers. And yes, they are from the lady that had over 14,000 pairs. Okay. And they are bluebirds. All right. They are Norcross bluebirds. All right. So we're going to bring them over. All right. So I'm going to show you them like this first. So they do have the little nest underplate, which I have found this set before and the nest was missing. So I was happy, of course, that she had them complete. Now, I will say that they're not in totally perfect condition. Okay. And that is why that they're only starting at 36. And I'm going to show you, hopefully it will come up and then I'll show you what they look like on the nest. The one shaker here, hopefully it will come in. There's a little shave off of the glaze right there on the cheek, right in there. So it kind of looks like a little white spot. It's not like, I didn't think that it took away from them. My goodness, they're super cute. Anyways, there are a couple other little teeny tiny like flea bites. Not on this one. I think it's the other one that has a couple little flea bites on the little beak. But that one was the most like kind of notable, was the little shave on the little cheeky there. There is crazing present. Of course, she numbered all of her shakers. This was set number 7,647. All right, so each of the shakers has that in Sharpie on the bottom, as does the little nest piece. All right, and she's even got a paper label on there. It looks like maybe an original store sticker. I can't read what that says, but she's got a sticker on there as well. So in case they got separated, they could come back together. All right, so we're going to pick them up again, and I'll show you what they look like on the little nest. All right, and they are kind of like wobbly, I would say. They're not the sturdiest. Norcross did another version of these where it's just a single bird and the nest is actually another shaker. Those I think are a little bit more stable than these guys, but my gosh, they're super cute just sitting in their little nest. Waiting for springtime to come. So they are kind of airbrushed blue and yellow, which I think is cute. And this is the way that I have found that they're the most stable, if they're kind of sitting in the nest at an angle rather than straight on, because the little edge of the nest kind of keeps their tails in place. So I think that's kind of how I would display them if it were me. All right. So besides that little shave on the cheek of the one, which is this one here, it's right in there. So it's just kind of like, it's not a major chip. It's just kind of a shave off of the colored glaze there. And then this one does have a couple little tiny flea bites on the beak. I can feel them, but I don't think that they're going to come in. They're like pinpoint size. All right. Dana, I see you. Thank you so much. They do both have plastic stoppers there on the bottom. All right. One is a 2-hole and one is a 3-hole. Actually, yes. All right. So we're going to get them stable here. The birds both measure 3 by 2.5. Okay. So typically the little nesty part would be missing on these and they would just be single little birds, but I'm happy that she was a major collector and kept all of her pieces together. So I'm going to count these down. Dana's in at 38. We are looking for 39 or more, and I'm going to count them down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. But it looks like they're having a conversation.
They're definitely.
See what I mean?
Yeah, they're definitely spilling the tea. They're definitely talking about town
birdie
gossip.
Tea.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right. There is the birdie bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. These make me nervous trying to balance them. So looks like Nikki and Caroline were in before the just in cases, and Dana had a just in case of 44. Both Nikki and Aaron had just in cases of 46, but Nikki had the first one in StreamYard. So Nikki, they are yours for 46. Congratulations. Thank you so very much. All right, Jason, let me put these down real quick.
I got you. $28, Miss Amy. $28. And I have never seen anything like this before in my life, except for the ones that Amy creates, which I
wondered what that was.
Well,
when you showed it in your preview, I've never seen that before.
It's a twofer. So you have the original box, and the original box has the same illustration as the inside. So the box, and it is signed by the artist. I don't want to really say illustrator, but he is an artist, and he is actually a well-known artist. I had heard of him. I didn't know exactly who he was until I did research. This fella here, and I'm going to butcher his last name, but it is Frederick Maniha. It's actually spelt like Menine, but it's Maniha. He was noted for making lots of illustrations and artwork of females, but he's more noted. If you look at their faces, Amy, don't they kind of look like they would be on sheet music and maybe on the front of Gibson Girl kind of things? Yeah. Because that's what he did. That is what he's noted for. He made a lot of the illustrations for sheet music. He did a lot of magazine covers. And he actually, by the time he got to New York, that's why it says New York underneath that, he actually had his own little studio and would contract himself out. So he's a really known artist from the 1900s to about the 1920s. So you're going to get the original box. Now, the box has a little bit of wear, but you're going to get the original hankies that they then made dresses for these lovely ladies. And they did a good job of actually finding hankies that mimic his original artwork here on the front. Okay.
Oh, it's really cool. No, I've
So
never seen that.
I don't believe that he necessarily made the illustration for the hankies, or I'm not sure if it was an egg or chicken scenario, which came first. So the hankies do have a little bit of wear. They weren't stored properly, so Tina did press them a little bit. They were really wrinkled when we got them. There is a little bit of fading to them. So you can see here in the blue that there's a little slight fading, and they're roughly between 3.5 and 4 inches squared. So you're going to get the original hankies to the piece, and they're in great Easter colors. So you have the minty green, you have the pink, and then you have a turquoise. The box measures 11 by 7. So this would have been the way they were sold. So you were then, going to buy this as a gift box, gift it to somebody, and then the lady had her hankies. So somebody did not use these. And if they did, I can't find any stains or issues. So again, it's a twofer. Not only do you get the original artwork, you get the original hankies. You can see there is a little splitting right here in the cardboard, but underneath they just kind of just pop in. And then the original ladies are there underneath. So I think it's really fun. I do believe this is somewhere between the 1900s to the 1920s. And then you also get the original cover. Now the cover does have a little bit of wear. You can see a little bit of staining, but this would be great to use in a display or just keep it all together. So we are in with Sandra. Thank you for 28. So we're looking for 29 or more. And again, that is a well-known artist. Let me show you here on the front again. That's his signature. And again, he is noted for doing all sorts of different magazines. I think he did things like, oh God, I think it was Women's Day. Maybe that was one of them. I know that when you read up on the history, they showed a ton of sheet music. So every time you see the illustrations with the Gibson style girls or the turn of the century, Victorian style women, that was what he was noted for. He also did a lot of illustrations of indigenous women as well. So he's very sought after and very collectible. And I thought this was really fun. So we're in at 28. Let's go ahead and do a countdown. Again, you get all 3 hankies. They're in very good condition. They're wrinkled, a little bit of fading to them, but they're still present. I think it's really cool. I can't believe I found it. So let's count it down. 29 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I thought it was great for spring, great for Easter. If you guys decorate, maybe your changing table, or you have a area where you decorate it with vintage linens, I thought that would look great. So there's our bid end. Thank you so much, Karen G. So for $28, it looks like it's going to Sandra. Thank you so much, Sandra. Congratulations.
Okay, this is going to be my highest start item for the sale tonight, and it's starting at $50. And it's pretty fantastic. I have never come across a scrapbook at this magnitude, let alone in this condition. And this is a Victorian scrapbook, and it is full. There's a couple blank pages in here, but for the most part, it is full of scrap and die cuts, and it's really fabulous. But the cover of it is pretty awesome as well. A little tiny wear. It's pretty good shape for its age, I would say, to the binding. But it does have some raised embossed images here on the front cover. Really cute with a little bit of pop of gold inking as well. It does have some really nice detailing here on the back cover. Dusty, wait till you see the inside. It's really good. All right. I'm not going to show everything in here. All right. I'm not. But I'm going to show you some of my favorites. All right. So right when we open it up, there is stuff on the inside of both of the covers. All right. So there's a whole gamut mixture of things. Look at that cat.
That's good. That bell. That bell's
There's tiny little ones. Look at that itty bitty one here. The tiny little cat chasing the ball of yarn down there at the bottom. There's just some really cool stuff in here. Mama Pam was with me when I found this. I can't remember when I found this, but there's good stuff in here. All right. All sorts of mixture. There are some holiday things, mostly general, everyday kind of things. But okay, I'm going to skip some things and get back. Oh, there's some really large birds. Look at that big Lion Coffee advertisement one. I don't want to spend like a really large amount of time, but I did want to show you some of my favorites in here because there's quite a few like really cool ones. There's some, oh, here it is. There's some fairies. Do you see up in the corner in the blue and pink dress? There's some gold embossing things. There's some trade cards, all sorts of just really cool stuff in here. But there's some bigger ones as we go along. Look at this page, how they did this one with the big round circle and then surrounded it with, they look like German die cut flowers, most of them. And like this one down here with the little kid peeking out of the little rose. That is so cute. Let me get caught up on the chat. Thank you all so much. Hello, Heather. Good to see you. Hang on. Where is that? Oh, this page here. Look at this bunny.
That's good.
I love that bunny. And the fall leaves that are along the center. Oh, it's so good. Okay, there are some loose pages. Okay, truth be told, there are some loose pages. This one with the bunny is a loose page. So there's some other things on the back. There's this big, huge black and white lady. I love her. I don't know what, she probably came out of a magazine, I would assume.
It's almost got a steampunk kind of look about it.
She does, you know? Yeah. So here's another loose page on this one.
Oh, but that's so good that they're, it's good.
But look at this dog. It matches that big cat that's in the front.
Like you could frame these then.
Yeah, you totally could. There's a big shoe, Frank Miller's shoe. I'm just going to show you a couple more, okay, and then we'll count it down. But I'm going to leave some surprises. There are a couple of pages in here like this out of a newspaper. There's a couple pages like that in here. I did not read them to find out what they are about. But here's another one as another facing page like that. And I'll show you the very back. All right. And then we'll count it down. So there's another page like that in the back with all these lovely ladies pasted on the back cover. All right. So I'll leave the rest up to the new owner. There's some cool stuff in here. I absolutely love this stuff. All right. So Heather's got the high bid right now at 55. So we're looking for 56 or more. Measurement on the outside is 8.5 by 11. You can see it is pretty full. Like I said, there are a couple blank pages in here, but you could totally add to it. Add some more things in here. All right. We're going to count it down. Anybody that's bidding is welcome to use the just in case. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
I love the front on this. That alone is
really nice.
That alone is worth the $55.
And these can go in the hundreds of dollars, but
yeah.
I didn't want to go there with it. So, okay. All right. There is the bid end from Karen. Thank you so very much. So Heather had a just in case of 65, but Dusty had a just in case of 170. So Dusty, it's coming to you for $66. And Heather, your 75 did come in after the bid end. Congratulations, Dusty. Thank you, ladies, so much. I appreciate it.
$40, Amy, $40, and you're going to get a 4-piece dresser, or if you want to be fancy, bureau set. But it's Victorian era milk glass. And let me tell you guys, this is the nicest. In my shop, before I knew what I was selling for dealers 20 years ago, this would come across my counter and I didn't understand it. Now, 20 years later, I do understand it. And this is some of the nicest painted milk glass I have seen, okay? And there's no chips to it either, okay? To find some of these unique colors like the pinks or the blues on the milk glass is hard to find, okay? So you're going to get 4 pieces. Actually, you're going to get 4, 5, 6. You actually get more because there's lids and there's stoppers. But This has the most wear to the hand painting flower, but this is normal when it comes to hand painted milk glass, and this is going to be your tray. Okay, so you can kind of see. Look at the great scallop details on it. There are no chips on it, and if I turn it this way, you can see the ring of fire completely all the way around the milk glass. So this is old school milk glass, and for the $40, you're getting the whole set. We're not breaking it up. So that's the worst case scenario here when it comes to the hand painting flower. And I think that's actually from years of things being sat on it. So the under tray measures 7 inches. I'm sorry, it measures 10 inches across, and it's 7.5 inches this way. Okay. There's not even any chips on the under part there. Okay. So there alone, you could repurpose this and use that for something. You're also going to get a pin dish. I'm sure there were multiple pieces in this set, but whoever's dresser or bureau set this was, I only have these pieces that remain. So for the 40, you're also going to get the fun little, I do believe this is a little pin dish. It's a great little oval pin dish. Look at the scalloping here on the bottom with the feet. Almost all of the paint is still intact, which I think is amazing, Amy. I know you've been seeing
this is a crazy amount of paint.
Yeah, I mean, out and about.
Paint on them.
Because if this is, continuously scrubbed or cleaned or used, a lot of that wears off. So,
especially the edging that has the blue around it, where you would pick it up and handle it, that it has all that paint still.
And a lot of the gold paint is usually missing. A lot of times you get these and they're just all plain old milk glass. You can see that there is a little bit of roughness. This glass, they didn't always get to sand all that roughness out. So there is a little bit of roughness, but there are no chips. So there's the underside. And again, this is your oval pin dish. So you are getting this, and I'm holding this up to the light. It looks like there's a tiny little line, but I believe that's in manufacturing. I don't know if I'm there. You can just kind of see it. It looks like a little hairline, but I do believe that's in manufacturing. Kind of shows on the front. So that might be your worst case scenario right there with any kind of damage. But you're going to get the fun, gorgeous little pin dish. It has the leaf detailing, and it has the flower detailing. Thank you so much, Dusty. I see you're 40. But I got to tell you guys, the money is in the decanters, because these decanters are in phenomenal condition. And they're big. They're 10 inches tall. There's no damage to the stoppers. The fact that the stoppers are here is mind-blowing, because I usually only find the bottles without the stoppers, and almost all of the detail is still intact. Look at the great gold metallic, the gold detailing on it. It's phenomenal. And these bottles measure 10 inches tall. Even if you didn't want the under dish and you didn't want the pin dish, you could use these and use them for modern things if you wanted to. I mean, you don't want to splash a lot on them.
And that would look so good with the antique milk glass Easter eggs.
That's what I was just going to say.
That too.
I was so happy to find this, because this color is great for Easter. Look how much of the gold paint is still on the rim. Can you imagine all the years of a lady or whoever?
This must have been stored in a safety deposit box.
Imagine all the times they touched that, and almost all the gold is there. Let me spin this first one around. We'll keep it moving, but I want you guys to know almost 90% of all of these floral details are intact, with almost all of that blue and gold paint, which is phenomenal. Thank you, Gertie. I see you're 61. So that was the first one. Here's your second one. It's almost as in good of condition. And it's very unheard of to find one with the stopper, let alone two. I can't
believe we have two of those.
So, and I do believe that the wear on the tray is from years of these being moved over top of it. But look at how much blue paint is still down here on the bottom. I mean, and these are textured too. Sometimes the milk glass didn't have all this great texturing, all this leafing effect. I don't know. It's very turn of the century, very Victorian. I love it. Again, you hit the nail on the head, Amy. It's great colors for Easter. So quickly, you get both decanters or perfume bottles or whatever you want to use them, fragrance holders. Dusty's back in at 62. They measure 10 inches tall with the original stoppers, and there's no damage to the stoppers. You also get what I'm calling a pin dish, and I'm sure you could find other pieces if you looked around. You're going to get the pin dish in 99% good condition. There is that little line I just showed you. I saw that under the ring light. And the thing that has the worst wear is the underplate, because I think the things got moved around on it. So let's do a countdown. I see Gertie's holding it. I saw you, Joe. Robin is 65. Joe is at 65. Gertie's back in at 66. And again, you're going to get all 4 pieces. So counting it down just in case for active bidders, 67 or more, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I didn't think. They don't glow, but I didn't even check them to see if they glow. They don't. So, but I do believe these are probably late 1800s, maybe turn of the century, and you're getting all 4 pieces.
Ooh.
I did sell a powder years ago, so I know you can find other pieces if you want to search for them. So thank you guys for the bids. There's Karen G's bid end. So Joe had a bid of just in case of 120. Gertie had a just in case of 100, but Dusty Moose had a just in case of 189. So for 121, Dusty, congratulations. And guys, thank you so much for the bids. It's even better in person.
Amazing.
Thank you so much, guys.
Yeah. I look at that stuff constantly, and I don't ever see anything in that condition. So let alone 2 of those bottles. That's crazy. Congratulations on that. You. Okay. I'm going a totally different direction for my next round. It's not Victorian. It's mid-century. And I found this at Mama Pam and I's antique show last weekend. And I have never seen a glove box with an attached pose doll.
I love it.
Here at the top. And I had to get it because I've never seen one before. And she's in really nice condition. Usually these little satin glove boxes, they're just plain like this, really nice condition on the inside. It does have like this kind of textured gold paper on the inside, but this pose doll, she's attached on there. Right. So I'm imagining that this was manufactured this way, although I've never seen one, and I could not find one that looked like this anywhere on the internet. The only there's like a little discoloration like right here. I did not try and get that off. This is straight how I found it, but a Japanese pose doll. She does have the stockinette kind of face with the hand painting on there. Yarn blonde hair. She does have a little ponytail kind of tucked around her neck. A little floral dress and felt little red shoes. It appears that she is kind of like stapled, if you will, on top of the box. I'm not sure if she's glued on there at all. I don't know. I didn't really investigate enough. Like her feet are definitely like stapled on down there. So she's got like a little braid kind of thing going on. There's nothing attaching the head, but definitely the body, it appears that it's glued onto the top. Okay. It's on there, like really, really on there. There's a little mercury bead on her little dress there, like a button. I'll turn it to the back. Kimmy, I see you. Thank you so much. There is the back side there. So the box is kind of like an off-white. It's showing a little bit brighter on screen than it is in true fashion. So it's kind of like an off-white. So is her dress and everything. She's got kind of like blue painted eyes, little pops of blue in there to kind of go with the rosettes on her dress. Now I will say that there's this tag here on the bottom. I did not pay $3.95 for this. I think this has been on here a very long time. I didn't want to take it off. That is just how I found it, but really nice and clean on the inside. I believe that this is a glove box. Of course, it could be for hosiery. It could be for a number of things. Store hankies in there. That's kind of how I had it in my preview. I had one of those round hankies kind of peeking out. Measurement for it, it is 14 inches long, about 5 inches, and then about 4.5 inches this way. But really nice condition. I really can't tell you a whole lot about it because I've never seen one and I couldn't find another one.
Amy,
so I'm not really sure how many of these were produced.
She's so dramatic. And I did want to say I actually sold one that was attached to a jewelry box that was a music box. So yeah. I had one kind of like it's
those are much smaller, those little ones. Yes. I have seen those, and I've actually had those before, but I've never seen this. And there's no marking on the doll whatsoever. but she does remind me of a Bradley pose doll, the way that she is styled and painted, but she does not have any kind of marking. So unfortunately, that's all I know about her. I really couldn't find out any more information than just she's darn cute. She does look like she's just chilling. You know, that's the pose that we all have in bed. You know, like she needs a little cell phone, like right here.
Heather said she needs a little Cosmo in her hand. That's what she needs.
Yes, a little magazine. Exactly. All right, so I see Kimmy's in at 32, so we're looking for 33 or more. I'm going to count it down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
Oh my God. She almost looks like Marilyn Monroe. She's like, oh, what a day.
Yeah, it's all the drama. Very dramatic.
You could put a Valentine in her hands, like so many things.
You could do a whole lot of things. Absolutely. All right, there's the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. So it looks like Andrea had the high bid at 36, but Kimmy did put in a just in case of 40. So Kimmy, it is yours for 37. Congratulations. Thank you so very much. And hello, Cheryl. Thanks for popping on.
Yeah, you could, Laura. You could get one of those little keychains of the little princess phone that they have and put in her hand.
Yes, that would be really cute. Talking on the phone.
Gosh. All right, Amy, $20. And I have one of the most kitschiest bunnies in the land right now. So first of all, the only condition issue is I do believe that wherever it was stored, a moth or something did try to go at the ear, but it didn't fully get through. But you can see there are a few dimples there. This little guy is super clean. He's super kitschy. He has his original tag, and I'm going to butcher the name. Amy, have you ever heard of this company? It's Krueger. Krueger.
Mm-hmm.
It says Krueger, New York, and the little bunny has little bells for its eyes. So, and the bells are not rusty. They are really in good condition.
Oh my gosh.
They're gold. He has these elastic style whiskers on his face, and it might be being washed out on your screen. It's actually like a creamy tan. He's made of like this creamy tan, and his fabric is almost like velvet. It's almost like velvet. I love the contrast in the ear colors. This ear has no issues. It's almost like an emerald kind of green. And then we have the yellow over here. The way he sits, he measures about 10 inches tall. So he's about 10 inches tall. Then they gave him these red little feetsies here. And then he has yellow on his hands. So again, he's in very, very good, clean condition. You can see how vibrant and shiny his fur is, like, and there's none coming off in your hands. He was one of the animals that I found when I got the rubber faced. If you all saw my video with the I guess it was a cedar chest that I had bought. So this was one of the little stuffed animals that was in there. So Kathy, I see you're 21. Again, he or she's in very good condition. You can see, and the nose is actually sewn in, and so is the little tongue. So the cute little red tongue. And then it has these little jingle bells. So I'm assuming probably the bells were supposed to make this, bring attention to a little one, like a little baby or something. But this was never really played with. And you can actually see, look here, when we pull the feet down, you can see that there's no fading to the color. So he's super clean. He's got himself like a little fupa, little Buddha belly there. And he's just super cute. There's no wire in the ears. There's no tears or anything. So this ear just kind of hangs like that. You can kind of work it to get it up. But I think he's so unique with just the different colors. So with the green and the yellow. And just again, guys, just note there is a little bit of dimpling there. I think maybe something tried to get it, but there's no stains to it or no issues. And he's just super cute. I feel like I missed something, but he's really fun, and he measures 10 inches tall. So we are in at 21. We're looking for 22 or more, and I couldn't find any examples of this guy on the internet anywhere. Not that he's rare. I just couldn't find any examples of him. So I think he'd look really good in an Easter display because a lot of these colors you can mix in, and the older Easter did have a lot of reds in it and stuff. So Let's do the countdown. 22 or more, just in case for active bidders. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Maureen, thank you. I see you're 22. So we're looking for 23 or more, and you can use it just in case if you're an active bidder. God, I swear this guy's so kitschy and so good. This is the stuff that I'd get up early to go digging at a market for. I know you would too, Amy.
I would.
You know, when you got that eye pasted shut, the alarm's going off, this is what you're dreaming of, right?
Oh, it's going to get me out of bed at 3 a.m.
All right. Yes. Thank you, Karen. And thank you, ladies, for the bids. Kathy had it just in case of 21. But Robin, he's coming to you for $26. Thank you guys so much.
He's good. Jason and I got some good Easter bunnies.
Yes.
I've got quite a collection going on back here, and some other ones that I found yesterday too. So we got the bunnies coming. They will be coming soon. That's for sure. Okay. I do have another ceramic piece coming up next. She's going to start at 36, and she is a Lefton. I have never found this planter out in the wild before. And actually she came from Nebraska. I actually got this. I haven't done this video yet either. Cheryl Shiny Squirrel and LaDonna, both we went shopping at an antique mall. I picked her up at this particular location, but she is made by Lefton. All right, she does have remnants. It's kind of faded here on the bottom, and she's kind of a southern belle, if you will. She's purple and blue faded, which I really like when there's pops of purple in ceramics. And so I just wanted to note that when I picked her up, she did have a little tiny flea bite on the end of her nose. I did go ahead and paint touch that and seal it. All right, so it blends in. I don't think that that is going to show up on camera at all. There was a couple tiny little flea bites in the dress. I can feel one right down in here in that ruffle. I don't think that that's going to focus. And I felt another one over here, right there. There's another teeny tiny one, but none of those little flowers or anything like that have any nicks to her. She's just lovely. I thought she was perfect for spring and to carry into Easter. She also has those little 3D kind of flowers up in her bonnet. There is a coordinating wall pocket that kind of matches with her. She's got a little green parasol that she's carrying on this side, and it's just kind of plain white on the back. There is the inside. I don't think that there was ever a plant in there. There's a little bit of creasing I can see in the glaze. Sound of Music display, Karen. That's a good idea. Yes, I can see that too. The hills are alive, Karen. But very sweetly painted. But I've never ever seen this one out and about before.
I love the way the flowers are attached, because you can tell that that's different ceramic that they attached, then painted it, then glazed it. So it's very three-dimensional.
So unlike some of the other Lefton pieces like Miss Priss, those flowers that they had on those pieces were actually molded into the glaze. These look like they are fired and applied separately from the mold. That's why they're a little bit more three-dimensional. They're kind of popped off the dress a little bit. Measurement for her, she is 6 inches tall. She's Lefton. Yes, she's Lefton. 6 inches tall, 4.5 wide, and then 4 3/4 deep. So she's a pretty hefty size planter. So yeah, the Lefton, it's barely hanging on. It's in the shape of Lefton. It's no longer red, and the embossing is barely gone, but it is a Lefton sticker that is there on there. What do you do with planters when you display them? I think like something like this would be good with silk flowers in it. Of course, Garden Guy Bill would always say you can put a real plant in it if you want to. But like makeup brushes, like there's a multitude of things that you could use these for. Feathers, I've seen a lot of people display in the lady head planters. I've seen feathers look pretty cool. Or beaded flowers. Yeah.
That one, I would put an Easter bottle brush tree behind her, because then it kind of looks like she's hanging out in front of this big.
They have those at the $1.25 tree right now. They have their Easter bottle brush trees out.
Yeah.
They're all pastel colors. Some of them are glittery too. But I am not seeing any interest in her. We'll bring her back at the recap, and I'll get Jason started.
All right, Amy. I'll be interested if you've ever seen these before. These we did pay up for, so I'm sorry. They are going to be choice, and they're going to start at $46 choice. I know Amy is a connoisseur of Joseph Originals. Me and Tina collected Joseph Originals for a couple decades, and I have never, ever had a figurine this large by Joseph Original.
That's
Amy,
so
have you
cute.
ever seen one
No.
this big?
No.
So if you guys love Joseph Originals, and I actually have a smaller one that is a duplicate, same sculpt. So $46 choice. There is absolutely no damage to either of these. This one here with the bib measures 7.5 inches tall. It's this gorgeous little kitty cat licking his chops. He is like tiger colored. He is in a bluish gray with some dark striping to him. There is not an issue at all. And if there is, it is pin size on it. Okay. They both have their original Joseph Original sticker on the bottom. I think they paid $8 years ago because the old 5 and dimes used to use those wax pencils. So I think back in the 50s or 60s, somebody paid $8 each for them. So Kim, I see you're 46. If you guys are a cat lover, I think these are a must for your cat collection. Or if you're a Joseph Original collector, I, again, couldn't find any examples of these online this large. I could find the smaller ones, but not this large. 7.5 inches tall. All of the cold paint is in remarkable condition. He's kind of mischievous. I kind of think if you had like a vintage can of tuna or like a little toy.
You know what, Jason? Those the Joseph mice.
Yes.
How cute would that be with that cat?
Yes. That's why I brought the mouse shakers, but you hit the nail on the head. You put those little mice in front. Yes, because then he's like, oh, one of you get out of line. You're going in. So that's going to be your first choice. Hello, Nikki. Good to see you. That one is going to be called Bib. This one, oh my God, with the little pink bow on her. Now, I have to tell you that I like them together because he gives me boy vibes. She gives me girl vibes. So I don't know if they're like hanging out and she's like, he better pay for dinner tonight. I don't know. But she's even larger. She is 8 inches tall. Again, the only thing that I could say is there's a little teeny tiny bit of paint wear right here. Other than that, these are in like new condition. She has her original Joseph sticker on the bottom. I think we didn't pay $8 for it, but I think $8 was the original price. That's like a wax pencil. These are crazy. These are the ceramic. They are the matte finish. They're not Bisque, but they are the matte finish. And they're in 99% incredible condition. No real crazing. I think they spent their life in a hutch. They came from an estate, and I do believe they probably spent their life in a hutch. So she will be known as Beau. So if you only pick one.
And I can't believe, like, Joseph did make bigger things that were banks and night lights, but I've never seen the big giant figurines.
This one I'm doing as a separate choice, but you can see they're the same sculpt. So I have a smaller one. So that'll be a separate choice, but I wanted to offer the two large ones together. And I'm just seeing her right now. I don't know if this is a manufacturing, but under my light, I can see there's a situation here with the tail. So is it catching there? There's a little bit of a line. It looks like it may have been glued, or it looks like it may have been touched up. Maybe that's why that's there. So maybe that's why that's there. So just for sake of bidding, so you guys know before we do a countdown, we're going to call that a chip, okay? Because I just saw that right now underneath my bright lights. But it's on her tail. So just guys know, I know we're on a lag here. She might have a little chip on her tail that I didn't notice till right now. But she's going to be Beau, and he's going to be Bib. So we got Bib and Beau. We're in with Sherry at 55. We're looking for 56 or more on the large Joseph Originals. So let's count them down. We will say Beau might have a chip on her tail that's repaired. She's so cute. And I just saw it right now. And Bib, I can't find any issues with him. So Nicole's in at 56, just in case for active bidders. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. These are gorgeous. They're big. I cannot believe that I'm holding these big Joseph figurines. I never, ever. Tina's like, you're never going to believe what I just got. She sent me a picture. I was like, I never saw those before. Ever. So thank you guys so much for the bids. There is the bid end. Thank you so much, Karen G. So Nicole, you had a just in case of 100, but Sherry Buchanan, you had a just in case of 185. So for 101, Sherry, let me know, did you want Bo? And Bo could have a little repair here that I didn't see until right now underneath these lights. But I think they're boy and girl. But this one is Bo, and then this one is Bib. So BIB or BOW. Nicole, you'll be on deck. Again, these are huge with their stickers.
Amazing.
So Sherry, let me know.
Ooh.
All right. They're Bo and Bib. You're staying together, guys. Thank you so much, Sherry, and congratulations. And the smaller one, we'll do that in a couple rounds. So someone can still get the small one, okay? Thank you guys so much.
Meow, meow, Sherry. Those are really cute. Really cute. Now it's making me wonder what other...
what other animals are out there?
I don't know, because I've just
there has to be more.
I have never
there
ever.
Has to be.
Okay, what are we doing next? I have a Midge this evening, and this is not a Mama Pam. This is not a Mama Pam Barbie. This is actually one that I found. It's not Barbie. It's Midge. Okay, and I thought I would bring her tonight. I brought her to our antique show, and she did not find a home, so I thought I would bring her tonight. She does have the pixie haircut. So this is Midge, and she is from 1963. And truth be told, she was naked as a jaybird when I found her, but Mama Pam actually had 2 of these dresses in her Barbie stuff. So it's coming with, and this dress is not easy to find. It is coming with the number 1600, in case you're a Barbie person, lunch date dress and shoes. All right, so she had an extra one of these. She had one for sale at the show as well, but it's coming with the dress. And I love Midge. She does have the little freckles and blue eyes. All right, and her little pixie cut hair. It's just adorable. And I love the print on this dress. It's like little apple and orange slices and grapes. There's a little tiny red dress or a red bow on top of the dress, and some kind of see-through off-white covering up the print. The dress is really nice condition there. Also comes with the little high heel shoes, and there is the back. And we'll peek under the dress. Sorry, girl. She does have some skivvies on underneath. She's not naked, Jason.
Okay, all right.
But I wanted to tell you, there is a Barbie tag inside of the dress. So that's how you always want to look for the legit Barbie clothing. They should always have a tag in there. But the dating for these first issue Barbies is always going to be stamped on their butt. And she does say Midge, Midge Barbie on her butt, and dated 1963. All right, she is fully jointed. Hey guys, I'm fully jointed.
Hey.
And she can sit as well if you want to take her to a picnic. So she can sit as well. All right, so I see Miss Kathy is in at 32. Thank you so much. So we are looking for 33 or more, and I am going to count her down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. See, I knew William was going to be dropping the knowledge. Yes, lunch date. Yes. All right. Kathy's got it just in case. And there's the bid end. All right, Miss Kathy. Midge is coming to you. Thank you so much.
All right. $28, Amy. $28. And I have to really dig deep. I don't want to embarrass myself if Heather or Catherine are still here, because I do have a piece of Victorian, quote, silver, but it is the quadruple plated silver, and it's going to start at $28. It is considered what they call a cigar ashtray. These, if they're in very good condition, can go for over $100 or so.
Whoa.
This one, I think, did get dropped and does have a little boober on it. I did not clean it. I love the patina on it. Here you can see the little rippling to it, and there's your underside. Okay, so if you look these up, you can find a couple examples of these. But with the damage on it, I think $28 is a great start price, because I do think there's a little silver missing there where the cigar would go. So because they say it's quadruple plated, that was just their way of saying that it was electroplated, okay, back in the late 1800s. So this is what they call cigar ashtray. I'm going to butcher the name, but it is stamped on the bottom. So there is a stamp here on the bottom, and I think it's Forbes, Forbes Silver Company here on the bottom. Let's see if we can show it to you guys. You can see the 101. Come on, it's right here. So there is a little stamp and insignia right here. The lights, it's so shiny, you can see right there. And I think it is, their logo is a little bird. So I see you, Heather, for 34. Now, I had to do a little research on this because I knew there's some significance to the chick and the wishbone, okay? So Victorians did believe, of course, wishbones, when they were used in novel pieces, it was, of course, for good luck and hope. So this also, the chick, and I actually wrote it down, it did represent a couple things. So the little chick, or anytime you see a chick or wishbone in anything Victorian, turn of the century, it means usually, I want to make sure I get it right, new life. So actually, maybe I'd like to think maybe somebody was having a baby, gave it to a gift, put the cigar in there. Hey, good luck on the new life of a newborn. But it also stands for vulnerability and innocence. Anytime you see in a postcard or anything that has to do, Heather, I didn't know that you collect chicken wishbone things. And believe it or not, they didn't make a ton of it. I do know you collect the napkin rings. I'm sure you have a napkin ring. They did a napkin ring that would have had a large loop. So the napkin went in and it had a wishbone and chick on it. So I think also for modern day, if you're not into the significance and the knowledge behind the piece, it's great to use right now heading into Easter time. I mean, you could definitely use that to hold maybe a fountain pen, a vintage fountain pen. If you're an artist, put a paintbrush on it, or just use it as is and write. Yes, chicks, absolutely. New life, chicks in spring, exactly. Now, the only issue that you're going to see is I think it was dropped, so there's a little bit of rippling to it. But you know what? I think it gives a character. It measures 5 inches across, so 5 inches across, and it is the electric plated. So it is just basically silver plated. It's no sterling silver. It's just basically silver plated. So you could polish that out, but I have to tell you, where the cigar goes, I don't think you're going to get much more polishing out of that, okay? And there's the details on the little chick, and you can see the wishbone goes completely underneath, which helps hold the area where the cigar or cigarette would go. So Catherine's in at 34. We're looking for 35 or more. This is late 1800s. Let's count it down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Saving graces, nothing's broke, and there's nothing missing, but we do have a little rippling going on right here in the front. So great for this time of the year, great for all year, and it has some real significance to it too. So I think it's really cool. So
you could put some like little Easter grass and balance a little egg.
Put a little egg in there.
Make a nest.
Put your Humpty Dumpty in there if you want to. So there's the bid end. So it looks like Dusty's taking it with the just in case for $35. So congratulations, Dusty. Gosh, and Heather, I hope I did you proud. I tried. I sell a variety of things, but Victorian is not like my wheelhouse. So I tried. So congrats, Dusty.
That's a cool piece. I really like that.
Thank you, Heather.
Okay.
Thank you.
I have a lot. And so you're going to get both of the items I'm going to show you for my next round. And it's going to start at 16. And you guys know I like to pair the vintage together. So these are two things that you're going to get together. So you're going to get a little figurine and a little cute little Easter card that I thought was a little matchy. So you're going to get the pair together. Okay. So first, the figurine does have an arm repair. It's very good. It's very hard to see. I actually didn't notice it when I picked it up. It's more noticeable back here on the back, and that's kind of how I discovered it. I had to clean her, and that's how I discovered she had a little arm repair. It's really not noticeable, I don't think. And this, again, this is a figurine that I've just never come across before. She is also a Lefton girl. So she's left in Japan, stamped here on the bottom, and really cute. I love these little three-dimensional blue flowers that she has in her little basket on her arm. She is dressed in pink. There's a little bit of luster to this, to the top of her little dress here has that kind of luster, like a rainbow effect glaze, if you will, on the top of her dress, on the basket, and on the big bow here on the back. All right. And then she does have those little kind of three-dimensional flowers up in her hair as well, and little pops of gold spaghetti. She's just super sweet. I really, really like her. Measurement for her, she is, I did not write it down. She is 4.5 inches tall. So 4.5 inches on her. And then you're going to get this cutie pie little Easter card. So this is a vintage Hallmark card, and it is dated 1947. On the back, you can see it's got a little tiny bit of little silk ribbon for the bow up in her little hair. And she's, I don't know if she's going in for a kiss from that bunny or she's trying to talk to the bunny. I'm not really sure. It has been used on the inside and from Aunt B, love Aunt B, on the inside. And then it has the little bunny graphic. And I love this before they changed their logo, the little Hallmark stamp. And it's very tiny, 1947 there on the backside. So I thought I would pair them together because I thought they were a cute little pairing for springtime. But the girl here does have that arm repair, although it is hard to see. Okay, so I see Nikki Mas is in at 16. Thank you so much. So you're going to get the pair together. Again, she is left in Japan, and we're going to count it down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. I almost forgot how to count there for a second.
You have got some great kitschy figurines tonight for the Easter holiday, Amy. You did a great job.
Thank you.
They're so good.
Okay. Nikki's got a just in case. There's Kieran's bid end. Nikki, you didn't need your just in case. It's coming to you. Thank you so much.
All right. This is my last high-priced item for the night. It's $48. When you guys see it, I think you'll understand. It is a stretch. It is antique, and I think it's from the early 1900s, if not the late 1800s. It's a piece of Majolica pottery, and it's in very good condition. You can see all these great flowers now. I do believe these are tulips here on the side, and I do believe that's their version of a bearded iris or of an iris, okay? I actually spent a half an hour trying to research the flowers on here. I do know it has tulips on the bottom, but I'm not sure the kind. I almost sent Bill. I almost dialed a friend. I was like, Bill, I didn't want to bother him. So there are no chips or cracks. These can go for a lot more because they are the double-handled, okay? So part of the Majolica is part of the watered-down water effect coloring of the pottery. So Majolica can be made in England, France. It can be made in Germany. I'm torn between Germany or France because of the markings on the bottom, okay? So I found a couple pieces that were verified that they were made in France. They had that kind of numbering on the bottom, but then so did a German piece. So there was one almost like this. It had sold on a auction for over $100 and some. So I don't take that as credibility, but I do know that these larger urns or vases or planters by Majolica are in the style of Majolica do command some money. There are no chips or cracks. It does repeat on both sides. If you guys are into more upscale Easter decorating, more Victorian, more turn of the century, this is for you. You can see that it is a double handle because there's an opening on both sides. It's a large piece. It measures 9 inches wide, 9 inches wide. And for being over 100 years old, not to have a chip or a crack, this was probably in somebody's, China hutch for years. There's not even any, you can tell down in there, there's a little dirt, but I don't think it held plants very long. It's about 5.5 inches tall. So we got going across here 9, and it's about 5.5. Again, this might be a stretch, but I thought it paired well with the things I brought tonight. And again, it's Majolica, and this is starting to gain again in popularity. I just think this screams Easter. This screams elevated Easter. Spring.
Jason, Robin wants to know what are the colors that are
okay.
in these?
We got a couple colors going here. So we have the brown here, which is very reminiscent of Majolica. It's very Majolica has a lot of flowing earth tones, okay? And they're usually muted and watered down. That's where the name and that's the style that Majolica is. So we have brown in here. Then it transforms into like a sea foamy, into a teal blue, and then it goes into a pink on the inside. We have almost like oxblood colored here. Then we have almost purple here. And a lot of Majolica has multiple layers and multiple colors like this. Then down here, we have another great earth tone. It is almost a very emerald style green, and it is just normal green mixed in. So it's very three-dimensional, and it all kind of flows together. So you can kind of imagine, I think what they were going for this vase is that you're supposed to have the tulips and the flowers pushing upward. I think that's supposed to signify the earth, the flowers, and then these are blossoming, and then you have a blossom over here on the other handle, and then it repeats identical on the other side. So there's no chips or cracks. It's very clean, and I verified again that marking on the bottom. I was almost certain that it's German, but then I found a couple people that were calling it France. Words are tough. French. So it's either going to be French ceramic or it's German, but it's definitely not made in the U.S. It's definitely from the 1900s as well. So one more time, this measures 9 across, and then it measures 5.5 tall, and it is your double-handled urn, vase, or planter. And what this basically is that there would have been 2 other pieces, and this would have been your console set. So this would have probably went on their mantle. There would have been a smaller bulb-style vase. So instead of having candlesticks on either side, you would have had 2 smaller round planters on either side. So you could have had, you probably would have gotten 3 pieces. So, but we got the largest piece still remaining. So Twisted Kitty's in at 57. And again, if you guys do some research, you're going to see what these can sell for. So let's do the countdown. We're looking for 58 or more just in case for active bidders. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Sometimes I forget our cameras wash things out with the lights. But again, brown. These I know are tulips. I thought they were bearded irises. I could be wrong. Should have dialed a friend. Should have said, hey, Bill.
They kind of look like tulips, too, if you...
They do. But what was throwing me was all the dimpling here, but then they have that inside a tulip. So thank you all for the bids. Miss Karen G. It's coming to you for $65. It's going to look good with the other pottery you have.
Thank you, Karen.
Thank you so much.
And thank you, Kim, for taking that bid end.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. I do have another lot for my next round, and we're going back to antique paper for my next round. I really liked these. I have seen one of these before, but not the entire set. So there's a set of 4 of these. I believe these are German. I think that they're German. They're not stamped German anywhere, but based on some other embossed paper things I have had, these read German to me, but I could be wrong. Now, I will say that in the 1990s, Shackman reproduced these, but the Shackman ones will not be embossed, and the paper on the back will be stark white. These are the real deal antique ones. And there's all 4 of them are here. I love these. These are larger embossed die cuts of children surrounded by flowers. I just really like these a lot. They're all in very good condition. If my camera would cooperate, there we go. Now you can see very highly detailed and gold inking all the way around. There's very minimal wear to all of these. Really the only thing notable, so that's the first one, is this one here. This one here, I think this is supposed to be a boy depicted in this one. There is a little discoloration on the back of this corner right here, but that's about it. They're all really, really nice condition. So you'll get all 4 of them together. These are great. Do I have a flower frog? I do have a flower frog. We'll show this one. This is the next one, dressed in gold. And like, these are great candidates to pop into a flower frog. I'm trying to not stab myself in the finger. We don't need to bleed on the camera tonight. But they all have these same coordinating purple flowers that go around the edging. And here is the last one, dressed in red. I really like these. I don't know if I'm gonna, let's see if we can get them all together.
Can you imagine how expensive these were new back in the day? Like, you had to be somebody to afford these. Like, this isn't just, you know.
There they are, all 4 together. Really just great condition on all of these. Measurement for these, they are 6.5 by 3.5, so very big. And it is definitely like, I would say a little bit thicker than a postcard, an embossed postcard. They're very nice quality for sure. Okay, so I see Miss Gail is in. Thank you so very much. So we are looking for 15 or more, and you will get all of them together. This is not for choice. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
Kim, once you start an ephemera, it's a slippery slope.
I agree, Kim. I was just going to say that.
I'm telling you. Because it's thin. You can stack and have so much of it in a small. Just one more. Oh, just one more.
I like all ephemera. I do not. Yeah. I don't discriminate when it comes to paper. I like everything. All right. There is the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. All right. So it looks like Gail had the high bid at 16, but Miss Deborah put in a just in case. So Deborah, they are yours for 17. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
All right, $12, Amy, and you're going to get all 5 of these. And I was super excited. I actually got some vintage calling cards, so they'll be coming to upcoming sales. But these were mixed in with it. And I do believe, because I really researched these and I've sold catalogs, I believe somebody cut these out, and I'm going to leave them in their plastic. I believe somebody cut them out as miniature paper dolls, but they're children from catalogs, okay? And I believe that they're catalogs from the turn of the century. So you're going to get all of them. I will show you on the back. You can see where they came out of the catalog. So you can kind of see some of the pricing on the back here. I do believe somebody actually wrote on there. I couldn't make out what they wrote. I don't know if it was what catalog it came out of or a time frame. So I will show them all to you. And they are all children. And I do believe they are advertising clothing out of catalogs. And I think the catalog, just trying to estimate with what they're wearing, is somewhere between the 1900s and maybe into the 19-teens, okay? So for your 12, you're going to get all of them that I'm going to show you. You're going to get 5 pieces, so technically they're miniature paper dolls, and you can actually see, like the litho, you can see the little dots if I hold it just right. You can almost see all the little teeny tiny dots in the printing, which also helps me show and prove. See, hold on. When I see them right there, can you see the dots on her head? Are the dots coming through your screen? So that means that this is true, authentic turn of the century printing. And I do believe that everything is intact, even her bows. And they're all roughly 3.5 inches tall. So for the 12, you'll get her. You're going to get her. Now, let me show you the back, first of all. So here you can see it came out of a catalog. So it explains that you could have gotten the the blue or the black with the code 48 cents. So I think these are super unique. I can't imagine anyone's really going to have these. And these are, they're as thick as a catalog page would be. So if you guys know the old catalogs, how they feel, and they do have a sheen to them, that's pretty much how they feel. So whoever cut these out was an expert, did a very good job. So $12, you get them all. It's not choice. This is going to be your second one. Again, I believe these are early 1900s, and they're all little girls depicting their attire. So here she is.
Oh, look at her.
Like, how cute are these? And I do believe if you put them in a flower frog properly, they will stand. You could also junk journal with these. You could repurpose these if you want to. All sorts of different crafting ideas. So you're getting them all for one money. And again, I don't know the exact catalog they came out of, but it would have had to have been a pretty expensive catalog for all of these to be in black and white. So it looks like somebody put the letter A on that. So $12, you're getting all of these. I think these are really fun, really unique. I was really excited to offer these. They have fun detail in them, and you're going to get all of them, even down to the shoes. The girls are wearing their stockings. I just think these are super fun, super unique, and they all measure about 3.5 inches tall. So, I mean, you'll be the only kid on the block with these in your display. So these are actually joined. That's the way they cut them out. I think they did such a good job, the coloring on them. I mean, I think these would be fun to kind of, if you did an egg display, if you had some of your little alabaster eggs, and then you kind of behind the egg, you put your little flower frog, then you could stick these little ones in. And again, you can see that they came out of a catalog because you can see the back side to it. So again, I'm not sure.
Fussy cut those.
What?
I said somebody fussy cut those.
They did. That's no joke. And that's a dying art. Like, people can't do that these days. I mean, that's when you had time to do that. So you know what? We're just going to try to take one out so you guys can see, and then we'll move on. But here you can see that they literally are out of the catalog. Like, they're greatly detailed. They're in very good condition. There's the front. There's the back. Just $12 for all of these. Yeah, I haven't heard the term fussy cut in a
You haven't heard fussy cut? It's like scrapbookers. It's like a scrapbooking kind of term. Like you have magazine clippings or ephemera or something like that. Instead of leaving a white border around, you really get in and cut in all the way up to the image. That's called fussy cutting.
So Gail, you're going to get the whole set. You're getting a total of 5. Okay, so you're getting a total of 5, Gail. All of the ones I just showed. And then this one, so you'll get 6 children, but 2 of them are attached. So you're going to get them all. We're not going to do choice on them. You're going to get them all for the $12. So I'm not seeing any interest. That's okay. We'll bring them back in the recap. $12, and I do believe they're from somewhere between 1900 and about 1915. You'll get all of them. So you'll get them for $12. I'm just not taking them out of the protective sleeve. So you'll get that one. And as I hold it up, you guys can see when people talk about lithos, it's usually the art of the dots there that showed the printing. So you can see all the little dots. Usually we can't show that much detailing. That's amazing. So Gail, I see you're in for 12. I'll put this one back in its sleeve. We're looking for 13 or more. Let's do a countdown. We're looking for 13 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I tried to do image search to see if any of these would show up and tell me that it was, I don't know, Montgomery Ward.
It must have been a higher end catalog for it to be printed all in color like that.
Yeah, you're right, especially since we know our catalog. So that was no cheap, and these were, right. So, well, congratulations, Gail. Thank you so much. They're all yours for $12, and we'll get this in here without damaging it. Yes, we will.
Okay. I have a choice for my next round, and I have 2 Nancy Ann Storybook dolls for your consideration this evening. These were both kind of pastel stripies, or kind of, I don't know, they screamed a little bit springtime to me, the way that they were dressed. Okay, so this is the first one, and we're going to call them by color. All right, that's how we're going to do that instead of by their name. So this one I'm going to call purple. So her dress is purple and green plaid with the wool felt little purple hat, purple ribbon. Both of these come with stands, FYI. All right, both of them come with stands. This one is a frozen body, but her arms do move, so her head and her legs do not. So frozen body on this one, and she is September number 195. All right, and that is the first choice. So she's going to be called Purple, although her name is September. But I really liked her purple and green dress. Is kind of Eastery colors is kind of what it reminded me of. And then it's got the really pretty lacy detail down at the bottom of the dress and a little metal dolly stand as well. So that is choice number 1. I see Debbie is in. Thank you so very much. Choice number 2 took me a while to identify, but I finally identified her. She is January, actually, number 187. And she has kind of a multicolored stripy dress with the same lacy detailing at the bottom. But this one, she is, her legs are jointed and her arms are jointed, and so is her head. Okay, so she's a fully jointed gal here, and really nice Nancy Ann stamping here on the back. Sometimes this is more muted or it didn't get into the mold quite yet. But this one has a nice stamp here on the back. These are the 1940s Bisque gals, composition gals, both nice condition. She also comes with the little dolly stand down there. So sometimes I find them with the stands, sometimes I don't. But both of these gals were found at the same time, and so they both had their little stands. All right, so those are your 2 choices there. The purple one is September, and the stripy one is January. I don't know where they got the idea to do like these colorways for those months, although there's probably 15 different variations for these 2 months alone. So it's very interesting to me, all the variations that they have for these gals. But they scream spring to me rather than not the month that they are named. All right. Andrea, I see you at 21. Thank you so much. And Sandra and Debbie, I see you as well. So we're looking for 22 or more on choice, and we're going to count them down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. I have some very special ones coming up for Easter time sales. Very special ones. Yes. Not as special as Jason said he had last week, though. That was pretty epic. I have not found a boy and girl. Okay. So bid end is in from Karen. Sandra had it just in case of 25. Debbie had it just in case of 56. So for 26, Debbie, purple or green, or both. If Debbie doesn't take both, Sandra's going to get second pick.
They both pair well together.
They do. They look like they're sisters, don't they?
They do. And the colors, even for January, you're right, looks very much like
January
right
and
now.
September. Neither one of these make me think that. All right, she's taking them both. You got it, Debbie. Thank you so much. All right.
All right, Miss Amy, $24, and this is the little guy. He is the repeat from the larger one, so it's the same exact sculpt. He is the little guy licking his chops, and he even would look good with the Joseph mice because there is a little, dimensional. I mean, scaled-wise, they would look good. So 24, he is in very good condition. He has his Joseph original sticker on the bottom. I was able to find examples of this size, and I think they make a smaller size. So he measures 4.5 inches tall by 4 inches wide. So let's get in here and show you guys the great detail. So he has these fun eyelashes and these devilish little eyes while he's licking his chops. He has a bib on, and then you can see where it is tied here on the back. So it definitely has a gray and a blue hue to it. It's really fun. It's a really cute little kitty cat. And again, it is the smaller version of the larger one that I had sold earlier. So let's get in here so you guys can see the eyes. I do believe it's getting muted. My camera's not showing. The little eyes are blue. So the little kitty cat does have some blue eyes. So Again, you can see the airbrushing detail. It has some tiger stripes all the way around. No chips or cracks. You can see the little tail right there on it. And again, just a fun, cute little kitty cat. This is even a unique size when it comes to
even
Joseph.
Smaller Joseph mice, like the little ones,
Yes.
I think would work with that.
Yes. And I think he's super cute. He's just licking his chops there, getting ready for some dinner to chase some mice. And again, I just think he's super cute. And I'm sure you could find over time the other different sculpts, the different versions like the bow one. And I'm sure they made a couple other ones. And again, just to show you guys, it does have the original Joseph original sticker on the bottom, which I love a good sticker, even if it's on the bottom. So let's go ahead. It seemed like Joseph lovers kept their stickers on. So whomever bought them back in the day, they were pretty good at keeping them on. They didn't want to tear them off. Even the girls, you still find them on. And I'm here for it. So I see Kimmy getting in at 25. Thank you so much. So let's count it down, 26 or more. And if you have a bid in, you can use it just in case. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I see you, Nikki, in at 26. Kimmy's coming back in there with a just in case. I see you, Nicole, with a just in case. Thank you guys so much. We're just waiting on that bid end. So I see the bid end. So with Kimmy's just in case of 40 and Nicole had a just in case of 42. Nicole, congratulations. Bib, I'll always call this one Bib now. Bib's coming to you for 41. Thank you so much. Congratulations.
All right. I have a planter for my next round, and she's going to start at 16. And I haven't found one of these in a while. And I think the last one I had was pink. So this is Anesco, and this is from the Golden Girl series. All right. They did make this series in pink, brown, and yellow. They also made a variation where they have flower petal hats and flower petal dresses. And there's salt and pepper shakers. There's dresser jars. There's little tiny lady head vases in this whole series that all coordinate together. But this one is the planter. All right. There's also figurines as well. But this is the planter. And so she has kind of gold spaghetti detailing in several different places on her little pocketbook, on her collar, and on her parasol top. Also, all of her original rhinestones are still there, 3 of them on the dress and 1 on her collar. Sometimes those can go missing. There are 2 teeny, I can feel them, teeny tiny little flea bites on the hat rim, although they're not, that one up there might be a little bit easier to see. But the other one, I don't know if that's going to even pick up on camera. Does have the Anesco foil sticker there present on the bottom. So thank you, Nikki. And we'll turn her to the back. She does have a little tiny little piece of brown ponytail poking out the back of her hat. There is the inside of the planter. I'm not feeling any flea bites or anything on the rim of the planter in there. But again, she's the perfect lady for springtime. I do really like how they paint the faces on these. So I don't see any necessarily chipping to the spaghetti or anything like that. There is a little bit of crazing. I can see in the white parts of the ceramic, there's a little bit of crazing, but not too terrible. I really like this series. Okay. I really like, that's just a fun collection. I should have grabbed my Anesco book to show you some of the other pieces, but they're out there for sure.
Shakers, like you said, Amy, the shakers are fun and they're smaller, so you could have little sisters and put them in front with her.
The shakers are about probably not quite half the size of that, but they are significantly smaller. And there's a little condiment jar set with an under tray as well that goes with that. But I see Nikki's in at 16. Thank you so much. She does measure 5.5 inches tall, and then she's about 4.25 inches wide. I'm going to count her down so we can keep it moving. We're looking for 17 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. bid end. She's a butter yellow or cheese yellow, I guess.
These are some of my favorite fancy ladies. I think they did a really good job with these.
They did. All right, there is the bid end from Karen. All right, Nikki, she's coming to you. Thank you so much.
All right, we're going to stick with $16, Amy. And I have the most judgiest dog planter. Like, he is
some serious side eye.
Like, he's like, huh? What's going on? Huh? What are those cats doing? Like, I love him.
Amazing.
Love Tina found him this week, and when she brought him home, I said, if you need a dog in your life, and he's almost like a head bust, is basically what he is.
Yeah.
That is definitely going to make you laugh. This is iconic kitsch, and he's just so judging, especially the way his eyes roll. So he's in very good condition. There might be one or two little paint pops, so like their pinpoint right there, and he's made by Anarco. So I think we all love a good Anarco planter. Now, I have to tell you, I can't imagine that somebody chipped this, but it's rough right here, okay? So it's rough in here. I don't know how somebody could have possibly chipped or taken a sliver out of there, okay? But it is dark, so I'm going to call that a manufacturing defect, but it's rough. Now, this right here, that is under the glaze. So that is definitely a manufacturing defect. So I see Kimmy at 16, so we're looking for 17 or more. Again, he's a hound dog. He could be the head of a wiener dog. I just think he's super kitschy and super fun. He is a planter. He is an overall good, clean condition, and that's where he's going to sit. That's where he's going to sit right there on your counter. He measures 5 inches tall, so 5 inches this way, 5.5 across, and then he's about 6 inches deep. So now I'm of the generation that I still wore Hush Puppy shoes. Okay, I'm sure you remember.
Yeah.
He reminds me a lot of Hush Puppy advertising. May not be the same dog, but when I saw him, he reminds me of Hush Puppy. So I was thinking that if you guys, people do collect that because they did banks and things, maybe you want to put like a little shoe shine brush in there or something and use him for that. These also make great dresser caddies. And or if you want to be crazy and actually put a planter in or plant in them, you can. So again, he is made by Anarco. The only condition issues that I can report is there's a little pinpoint spot right there of paint missing. That other part is the glare. He's brown. He's airbrushed with some black and some darker brown. He's got serious side eye. No major cold paint issues. I do want to show you. I don't know. You can kind of see here. There's some porcelain missing right there, but it's rough. I don't know if somebody pulled the plant out and caught it, but you can see they actually painted over it. So it's the original paint. So I'm going to call that a manufacturing defect. This little dot here, I can tell you for sure, is a manufacturing defect because it's glazed over. That, not so much. So, but the integrity is good. So let's count it down. I got you. Simmer in at 17. So we're looking for 18 or more. Oh, a good dog latch. Yes, good dog leash holder. You're absolutely right. Heather, I like that idea. So let's do it. Oh, he could hold treats too for the dogs. Okay, 18 or more, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Or if you want somebody looking at you, judging you every day, he's like, huh? What you doing over there, Jason? What are you doing? I'm watching you. I love this. I mean, if we had room, we'd have kept this, and I would say, Tina, ask the judging dog what he thinks. So there is the bid end. With 2 just in cases, we have to go with the first one. So Kimmy, major judging side-eye dog is yours for $50. Thank you so much. He's really fun. Thank you so much.
He's amazing. He is amazing. I've never seen him before either, Jason.
No. I don't know where she got this. She was crazy this week coming home with stuff.
Good job, Tina. Good job, Tina. Okay. I have another lot of items up for my next round. So you're going to get both things I'm going to show you. And I thought they looked pretty cute together. Perfect for spring. So like Jason's little cat that he had earlier, I have a Napco rhinestone little lammy. truth be told, when I first picked it up, I was like, that's a Rose Lane. And I turned it over and I said, no, it's Napco. I was very surprised to find that. So you're going to get the cute little Lammy children's hanky along with it. Now, when I did pick it up, I did not notice that it has a repair. Okay. It's very, very hard to see. But poor Lammy had neck surgery once upon a time. It's very, very hard to see. And because it's that Bisque ceramic, like it blends in like it's super hard to see. I don't even think I'm going to be able to get that line to come in on camera. And I really did notice it. I don't know if I would have still picked it up or not, but I didn't notice it had a neck repair. But I love those baby blue, big old rhinestone eyes.
Yep.
Kimmy's in. Thank you so very much. And there is that Napco foil sticker there on the bottom. That very much surprised me. I guess I've never seen one of these with the Napco sticker before either. And it's not really picking up on camera. It's light, very light blue airbrush. There's a little bit of pink on the bow and a little bit on the face, and then like kind of brownish gray for the accents on the feet. And then you're also going to get this adorable little children's hanky with little lambs all around it, doing various chores. Looks like she's sweeping, doing the laundry, and she's baked a birthday cake. She's a busy little lamb. But I just thought this looked really cute with it because it's the same color blue that is the lamb. So I thought that they looked stinking cute together. Instant display if you want to put them together. So I'm going to count them down. I see Sim Simmer is in at 18. Thank you so much. And we're looking for 19 or more. Robin just popped in there with a 19. So we're looking for 20 or more on the pairing of the little hanky and the little sheepy. All right. Did I measure the sheepy? Yes, I did. Sheep measures 4 1/4 by 4 1/2. All right. So you're going to get the pair together. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
Amie, I love this lamb, and I'd have picked it up if it had damage because this is oh so good. So good.
Well, I did iron the hanky, truth be told. It was a wrinkly mess. I try when I have the time, I do try and iron the linens. But all right, bid end is in from Karen. And it looks like Kimmy had a just in case of 50. Sim Simmer also had a just in case of 50. And then Kimmy came back in there with a just in case of 51. So for 51, Kimmy, it's yours. Bling, bling. Thank you so much. Love it. Okay.
All right, Amie, $14, and I'm pushing Easter, but this doesn't have to be Easter. So this is actually made by the Schmid Music Box Company, and it's marked 1977, but it's actually part of their Beatrix Potter line, and this is Benjamin Bunny. So this is Benjamin Bunny. So if you're looking for a fun music box to add to your Easter collection, here, let's get under there. You can see this cute little bunny. He has they have their big, huge bonnet and hat on there. Hopefully I can show you underneath here. There you can see the sticker for the Schmid Music Box Company, and then we can actually date it over here. It says 1977. It actually also said because I twisted the bottom off to read it better, it's marked 1977 F. Warren and Company. So I don't know what that means. I'm sure it's all in conjunction with the original Beatrix.
That one's not ringing a bell to me at all.
I'm sure it has to do with licensing because this is as authentic as you can get. So the music box does work. I don't know what it plays.
Does it play What's New Pussycat?
I think it does. I don't know. Why do stars? Oh, what song is that? I think it's They long to be close to you. I think it's close to you. John, roll out the barrel.
I don't think it's a polka song. I don't think so.
Karen says it, and if Amy and Karen, one of you get it, it's so yes, I think it's close to you. So send in the clowns. I knew you were gonna, John. Why did I know you were gonna say
What's
that?
new, Bunny Rabbit?
Oh
What's new, Bunny Rabbit? Whoa, whoa, whoa!
My God. So $14 if anybody's interested. He measures 7 inches tall. I think if you guys are into that Beatrix Potter, and you're not getting a good look because the bonnet on him is, the hat is so big. If you're into that whimsical story, if you're into that fairy tale, I think this would be great. What? No, I think
the clowns.
No, I think we were right. I think, Karen, it's close to you. Just like me, they long to be close to you. Yeah.
Both Carrie and John are saying send in the clowns. I don't know. But Karen agreed. I'm not the best music box person.
Let's just say that back in the 70s, it's not okay. All right. No matter what song it is, isn't appropriate to Beatrix Potter and the fact that it's Benjamin Bunny. So whatever it is, it doesn't really go, but I think it's a really nice ceramic kitschy piece. Again, I think it would be great. God, I think it's really, this would go good with the little English figurines that they made. They made some, English pottery pieces. But again, it's in really, really good condition. And I think it would look darling in your Easter display. So
I loved these books as a kid.
I do too. And they actually did a whole series of the plush. And if I can find it, where it was at. Thank you, Nikki. And the thing I was a DJ. I didn't try to name it with a slow, creepy, I'm not really helping to sell my item when I call it creepy, but I was never good at music boxes. They go too slow. So, but again, and I don't know, is he holding a radish? I think he's holding a radish.
It's a radish in a blanket.
Yeah, I think that's part of his little shtick in the storybook. Truth be told, I don't know. I don't think I've ever read that story, any of the Beatrix Potter things. It wasn't really anything that I was really into. So again, no chips or cracks, but again, I think this would be great heading into Easter time. I do know we have folks that collect that, and again, no issues, but I may have unsold my item. We will set it to the side and bring it back during the recap, but it was $14 if anybody is interested. So we got a few more. Let's keep going.
Okay. We have 2 more, yes?
Yes. Yep.
Yes. Okay. I was just making sure. Okay. I have Sandra's in.
Gotcha, Sandra. Let's do a quick countdown. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I think the hat isn't giving the face justice. The bunny is super cute. Super kitschy, great details on it. And it looks like it's going to go to you, Sandra. Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
It's
okay.
Cute.
Oh, the mysteries of the music box.
I can never do that.
Yes.
Never.
Okay. I have some shakers for my next round. And they are little bears. Usually when I see these, one is missing. I don't think I've ever come across this pairing in the wild before, but I like them, so I picked them up. Not my typical kitsch, but I thought that they were cute. And they're not an easy set to find complete. No stopper on this one and no stopper on this one. And why I think they get separated or one perhaps gets broken is because they're playing a game of leapfrog. All right, so this bear is meant to sit on the back of this one. All right. And I think that's why a lot of times this one probably got broken because it's meant to sit up there. But if you ever run across, there are some other sets of shakers that were produced like this that were meant to like stack like this. If you ever come across one with like a flat back, you're like, what the heck is going on? That is why, because see, that's what I'm talking about. That, they probably just slid off like that. But I think they're cute just as is, not stacked as well. But really, really cute little bears. I can't really say that there's any chipping to these. There is crazing in the glaze. I am seeing crazing all over on both of them. I don't know if we'll get anything to focus on Mr. Bear, but you can see, hopefully you can see there's a little bit of darker crazing going on. These are probably later 40s, early 50s on this particular set. So there is crazing present, but no cold paint that you have to worry about on either one of these. And let's see, hole wise, we got a 5-holer. We got a 5-holer and a 4-holer on the little bears there. And yes, Tracy's new name is Trixie, in case you missed that earlier. Yes. So I'll show them one more time. Yes, Leapfrog bears. I can't remember what the other ones are that I've seen like this. They're not cats. I can't think of what animal that they are.
I should know, and I'm drawing a blank right now. What
they are. Are they? No, they're not raccoons. They're some sort of other forest critter. I do know that, but I can't think of what they are. But anyways, they're a little bit larger size bears. The well, stacked together. Let's see. I didn't measure that. How tall they are stacked.
I love how dapper they are.
Just a little under 5. Just a little under 5 inches when they're stacked together like that. But I'm gonna move along, and we'll bring those guys back at the recap. Not pandas, Kimmy. I can't think of what they are.
I can't think. All right,
It'll
Amy.
Come to me at like 3 o'clock in the morning.
$14, and it's been a while since I brought a like carnival prize piece of chalkware. The boys upstairs are running, and it sounds like a herd of cattle in my house.
It's a herd of cats.
I mean, Lord have mercy, the 2 of them upstairs. So $14. This is really fun because the person on the back actually wrote when and where they want it. So my store is in Ephrata.
Does that say Ephrata?
Yep, but I did not get this in Ephrata. I got this out of town. So I can make out it was one at the Ephrata something September 23rd, 1965, Wednesday. I love how they Wednesday. Because we couldn't just abbreviate WED. No, we got to get all Wednesday in there. And then it says at dog races. I don't know, but this is a really fun piece of chalkware. There's no major damage to it. You can see all the great chunky glitter on there. The airbrushing effect to it. These could have been used as door stops. These could be used, just because they're flat back, so you can put them against the wall. You can do all sorts of different things with them. And I love the attitude on his face. Like, he's not taking anything from anybody. And it has a lot of its glitter on it. And whoever won this and put this on the back loved it so much, they took doggone good care of this. Pardon the pun, doggone good care of it. So down here on the bottom, it's airbrushed red. You can see black on his feet. He's a brown little dog, and he's either really mad or sad. And the glitter's not really, a little comes off, but not much. So I don't think you're going to have a major problem with that. You're right, Dusty. He does look very angry. He's not. What I think would be fun is if you guys had like a little, a little hydrant. So if you guys had a fun little hydrant, you could put him by the hydrant. I don't know. You could even put little hats on him and stuff. He measures just about 6 inches wide, and then he is about 6.5 inches tall. So it's a nice sized one. And again, these were just carnival prizes. You would win at the fair and stuff like that. That might be a little paint wear on his chop, or it's overspray, but he is really painted really good. Some of these, they painted them and didn't pay attention where they were putting the eye. This one is in really good condition, and they did a really good job painting him. So Simmer's in at 15. We're looking for 16 or more, so let's do a countdown on him just in case if you did big. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I agree, Tracy. And I thought, you know what? I haven't brought chalkware for a long time, and I think he would just look really, really good in a ton of different displays. Plus, I was trying to balance out my dog-cat, my whole dog-cat kind of thing. So there's the bid end. Thank you so much. So Kimmy, coming to you for 16. Thank you so much, and congratulations.
All right, we got our last round, you guys, and we will have a recap and then our community share from Tina. All right, my last round is going to be a little Bisque gal. Up for your consideration. And I do believe that usually I find these and they don't have any clothing. If they do, they're crepe paper. But I do believe somebody handmade her little dress. So it is kind of like stitched onto her. You can see that there's kind of a running stitch going up the back, and then it's kind of gathered here up at the top. There is actually another piece of fabric under here. So she's kind of got a double layer. I believe she's a made in Japan little gal, based on how she is styled. She does have the jointed little arms that you can kind of pose, both of them. She doesn't have any loose strings. She's very nice, nice and tight. She does have a little light blonde finger waves. I love these. And then sweetly painted eyelashes. She does have little blue eyes painted in there, and the little pursed heart lips. Super cute. And flat-footed there, of course. So just jointed at the arms, not anywhere else. Thank you, Melanie. I see you. So she's not she's kind of a medium-sized one. There's much larger ones and much smaller ones of these. She does measure 5 1/4 inches tall. These always remind me of Glowy Girl whenever I find this style of one. She does have a lot of good paint left on her hair. Sometimes these can get super faded out, but I think that she's got a lot of good color left in her. Just super simple. I really like her.
Amie,
all right, so
Phil's asking again, how tall and what is the
5
color?
1/4, 5 1/4 inches tall. Yep. So for comparison, I'll get out my other colored Bisque babies. You can see she's a little bit larger than those ones that were in the box from earlier. Okay, I'm going to count her down. We are looking for 12 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good end. Well, hello, Glowy Girl. Hi, Carol. How you doing?
And what's the dress color again?
It's kind of
like tan?
I don't know. It's kind of like off-white with little blue, I don't know, a little blue pattern on there.
Okay.
It's not quite like bisque colored, but it's not tan either. It's kind of like an off-white color. Yeah.
It looks like a feed sack. It looks like they use an old feed sack.
Eggshell, ecru. Like, yeah, I don't know. It's kind of an off-white ivory color. There we go. All right. So at the end there, looks like Gail and Phil and Melanie both had 15s, but Carol came in there with a 17. Carol, thank you so much. I know she's going to a good home. Thank you. Thank you. And Gail, your 18 did come in after the bid end. All right.
$16, Amie, $16. And I had these on the shelf, and when I pulled the big cats, I thought these would kind of go with it. I may have waited too long to see my vision, but I have never had these before to sell. These are large mice salt and pepper shakers, okay? So they do have some crazing, and you can see that it is a little discolored, but these are large, and they're in super good condition outside of the crazing. I do believe that's supposed to have a little bit of wear on the cheese. Amie, could you imagine having a piece of cheese that big? I mean, Lord have mercy.
I would like a piece of cheese that big.
And you can tell that they are set because I have them backwards, but one has one eye winking and the other one has the other eye winking. So they both have 3 holes, which proves proves us wrong that just because you find a set with the same number of holes, it does not mean that they don't go together. So thank you, Kimmy. I see you're 16. They are a little on the older side. They have cork stoppers. I believe they would have had, you're right, that would be a great, oh, God, I'd love a Wisconsin cheese curd that size. Oh, my God.
A cheese curd necklace.
Oh, my God. I believe they would have had a little Japan sticker on the bottom, but they're missing. Let me show you the great detail on there. So he has his eyes sort of, they have their eyes closed, so they're sort of winking, sort of eating their cheese. It's kind of weird the way they made the swooch up, but he's got his eye winking and he's going to town on his cheese. So there's no damage to the tail whatsoever. They did detail the feet with a little pink airbrushing there. And then there is some kind of darker like gray around the bottom, kind of just to depict, you know, him walking on the floor, and all of the gold detail is there on the bottom. They're a nice size. They're 5 inches tall. So they are 5 inches tall. They do both have crazing if the light wants to show it. And this one does have a little, the crazing is a little darker. So there you guys can see. So he may have been the pepper at one time and maybe, you know, it got a little wet, so it discolored. So, but again, they are set. Let's do a countdown. We're looking for 18 or more, and they're salt and pepper shakers. So Sim Simmer's in at 17. We're looking for 18. So let's do it. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Lefton made white mice. If you have them, they would go well with it. I thought if you had cat figurines, these would be neat. I just think they're really, really fun. So there is, okay, there is our bid end. Oh, my goodness. Okay, so we had Kimmy had a just in case of 59, but Sim Simmer came in with a 59. Kimmy came in with a just in case of 60. So that means Kimmy. No, wait. If Kimmy came in with a just in case of 59 and Sim Simmer, that means you get them for 59. You didn't need your just in case of 60. So Kimmy, they're going to you for $59. Yeah, 59 and 59. Yeah, they were first. So Kimmy, you didn't need it. They're yours. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
All right. So now we're going to move into our recap. So how the recap is going to work, we'll bring back anything that didn't get a home the first time for a second chance, and these will be claims. So if you want to claim something, we'll give a brief description again. If you want to claim something, make sure to type in the item or the name that we give you plus the price, so that we know what you are trying to claim. If we see more than one person interested in the item, we will do a quick countdown. It will turn into a regular bid round, just in cases can be in play, all that stuff. Okay, so just make sure to type in the item plus the price if you're trying to claim something. Jason, I have 4 things.
You go ahead.
Do you want me to do all anything. 4?
Nope, you go right ahead. I don't have anything tonight, Amy.
Okay. All right. Oh, that is not what I wanted.
Don't do that to me. Oh, my God.
Sorry.
Oh, my God.
So I had from my hankies from the very first round, the round hankies, I had purple left, and I'm not sure if we ever determined if that was an iris or an orchid or a purple tulip or whatever it is, but it's really lovely round. It is 13 inches in diameter, so this was $10. If you want to claim that, you can type hanky 10. Hanky 10 would make a lovely doily, I think, especially for Easter. That is what I would do with it, but I think it would also look really nice framed and make it into a wall art as well. So hanky 10, if you want to claim that. All right. And then next up, I had one of Mama Pam's sewing baskets. I had the round one available. All right. So this one does measure 9 by 9.5. So this was $25. So if you want to claim that, you can put in basket 25, and this is all completely handmade by Mama Pam. Kathy, I see you for 10 for the hanky. Thank you so much. I'm going to write that down. So basket 25 if you want to claim that one. Thank you so much. All right. Then I had the Lefton girl planter. All right. So she is the little Southern belle, dressed in kind of a purpley blue dress with applied flowers. There are a couple little pinpoint flea bites on the ruffle of the dress. There's one in here and there's one over here somewhere. And there was one on the end of her nose. I did go ahead and paint touch up and seal that one so it blends in a little bit more. Nice clean planter on the inside. This was 36. You can type in planter 36 if you want to claim her. She is 6 inches tall. So planter 36.
So beautiful. That's a
And if
great.
anybody's watching on the replay and you are wondering if something is available, you can always email and check. And then the last thing was what I just showed, were the little stacking bear shakers. I will spare you from stacking them again. These were $12. You can put in bear 12 if you want to claim those. All right. And that was my recap. You don't have anything, Jason?
No, I don't. Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Right.
Thank you guys so much.
Quick reminder for invoicing. I will be sending mine out tomorrow, so you'll get an invoice from me tomorrow in an email when yours is out there, and I'll let Jason talk about Friday and his invoicing.
Dusty, if you think of it, I have a video coming out tomorrow at 6, and I actually have nut cups in it, and I actually made myself laugh. So if you guys are free tomorrow night at 6, I have a video coming out.
I might have some Easter nut cups, Dusty.
Wow. That's what I was going to say. In my video, I show some of my Easter nut cups. I feel weird kind of saying that. That sounds wrong, but it's very G-rated. So I will be doing all of my packaging and invoicing on Saturday. And if you come over to the Valentinos tomorrow night, that's over on Instagram. It starts at 8 p.m. Eastern. The Valentinos are Bill, Garden Guy Bill, so please make sure you're following him. John of Everyday Holiday Displays, please make sure you're following him. And Brian of Mid-Century Mister. All four of us get together. It's going to be spring and Easter things. I actually saw some more previews come in. There's going to be some really fun stuff tomorrow. So tomorrow night at 8, if you bought here and you buy over there, I'll be able to combine it for you as long as it's going to be safe. If not, may need 2 boxes, but we'll get it put together for you. So nut cup, get your nut cups. Yep, I got some nut cups to show tomorrow at 6 o'clock. So.
All right, and I will mention this one more time too. Next Wednesday, since we won't be back until Thursday, next Wednesday over on Fabric Finds channel at 6:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 Central, myself, Jamie of Mid-Century Wasted, and Miss C, Thrifter, Junker, Vintage Hunter are having a fun live sale. So look out for that next Wednesday. We'd love if you come over for that. And I think that covers up our bookkeeping, and I'll show our email real quick before we get into the share. If anybody wants to email us some photos for if you want to be part of our show, you can email us at sharemyfindslive@gmail.com. Just make sure to include a brief description with your photos so we know how to talk about them and share them with the friends. All right.
Kimmy wants your bears. Kimmy's claiming your bears. Kimmy's claiming
sorry,
your
I didn't have the chat up. All right, Kimmy's gonna take my bears. All right, you got it, Kimmy. Thank you so much. All right. Okay. Our share tonight, all I can think of is nut cups.
Get your nut cups. Get your nut cups here.
Okay, our share tonight is from Miss Tina. Not Jason's Tina, the other Tina that is usually here in the chat with us. She was earlier. So Tina, I have 3 photos to share from Tina, and these are pretty good. I
haven't seen them yet.
What I can tell you before I show the photo is that the first photo I'm going to show you, she found these at a garage sale for $3.
Oh gosh.
Keep that in mind.
Oh my God, no way. No way.
Yeah, speaking of nut cups.
Mug lights. Mug lights? They call them everything.
Holt Howard mini Santa mugs in the original packaging. I guess I have seen these in a package as nut cups, but these actually came with candles in them. Mm-hmm. I have not seen these in the packaging before. But yeah, there's little candles inside of those. $3.
Dusty, never ever apologize for letting us break into a spontaneous nut cup conversation. You never have to apologize for that. No.
And then the second photo, or
$3,
I guess the third photo, is a collection of hers that she started with tobacco tins that she liked collecting them because they caught her eye. Good. And I really like those. We got the swung vases, all the tobacco tins. All the tobacco tins always make me think of Katie from Vintage and Vinyl.
Look at the mouth on that vase. And I think is that a trifold Viking, I think?
Trefoil Viking.
Trifoil.
Yep. And the other one I think is
Dominion.
Epic Column. I think it's the
Is
name
it,
of
or is
the
it
one.
Dominion? No, I think you're right. I think it is Epic Column. I think you're right, Amy.
And the little brass giraffes. I like those.
They're good.
I really like the little cubby holes of all the tins.
And the sign up there too. That's very Art Deco.
It's very cool.
Tina, those vases are really good.
Display from Tina. And these epic, oh my gosh, Holt Howard.
And what did she pay for these again?
$3. That the original price on the packaging was $1.25.
I forget, Amy.
$3 for those.
Oh, gosh,
that's insane.
I forget which video it was, but somebody commented on one of my videos, and I'm sorry if you're watching and I forget your name, but they commented and they said, because of, they literally said, I don't collect kitsch, but I really don't collect it. I'm not into it. But because you guys taught me, meaning Amy, they specifically said Amy and Jason, because the two of you, it was a comment on my video, taught me about Holt Howard. When I saw those mugs at the thrift store for a couple dollars, I had to pick them up just because I knew what they were worth. And I was like, right on, get them into the right hands. There you go.
Tina, thank you. Epic score. Thank you for sending those pictures in. I love to see. Everybody's got different styles, different tastes. Yeah. It was amazing. Amazing score for Holt Howard at $3. I would probably faint right there in the aisle if I found a package of those for $3. For sure. I would need some smelling salts.
Look, I'm just gonna say right now, anytime I see Holt Howard like that in the pack, I got to tell you guys, I know you're all subscribed to Ariana, the Withering Cottage, and I will say this forever, even when I'm not on YouTube anymore, you got to go back to her channel, and when she does a tote opening, it's one of her earlier videos, so you got to dig back. You got to watch it. She got a tote at a estate sale. She popped the top. She knew there was at least one Holt Howard piece in it, and it's worth the while to get a cup of coffee and watch her unbox.
It's a real good tote.
Yep. I'm telling you, you got to go over to the Withering Cottage and watch that video. I'm telling you, it's probably one of the best unboxings I have ever seen in all of the YouTube land. It's good.
My jaw just was like hanging open.
I was like, are you kidding me?
The whole time. Yes.
Are you kidding me? Like, seriously, she got one of each. Like, I'm not going to spoil it. If y'all haven't seen it, you got to go watch it. It's good.
It's definitely worth a watch. Thank you again, Tina, for sending those in to us. And thank you guys for hanging out with us tonight, as always. We appreciate you guys so much being here and hanging out with us. And we will be back next Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern for another installment of Fantastic Finds. Jason, when are we going to start with the Easter?
I'm ready whenever you are.
I don't know. Is it too early for Easter? Easter's not until April 20th.
I know, but now really it's the it's the official start for religious.
I know. It starts. Yep.
I don't know. Maybe in a week or so. I don't know. We can slide some in. Feel it out. I don't know, but I'm ready.
I'm ready for the snow to be gone. Not too okay. Dusty says not too early. John says start now. Okay.
Well, I'm ripping the Band-Aid off tomorrow night.
Okay. All right. It's the season.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, I'm
ready. All right. We might sneak some Easter in next week. Then.
All right. I'm ready. Let's do this.
Let's
do it, Amy.
All right. Sounds good, you guys. Hope you all have a wonderful rest of your week and your weekend, whatever you're doing. Thank you guys again so much. And we will see you next week.
You got it.
Good night, everybody.